Good evening, gamers, and welcome to Capping Television. Tonight, we are here for the AsiaFortress Cup Season 17, I think, Div 1 Grand Finals, mate. It's going to be big. It's going to be fat. My name is the Lampshade22. With me tonight is Zildjian or Zildjian or Sibian or whatever the other drum brand's names are, and our Asian correspondent, Starvox.
Good evening, everyone, and so excited to be here. I've done a couple casts before, I think, for Division 1, and like never for CappingTV, and there's definitely a different vibe, even pre-cast, I think. The feeling I got from this cast is definitely a lot more energy, and like if I can throw in me, I just want to go through the players real quick before we get into it.
I mean, I'll say hi before you do.
Yeah, of course.
Hey guys, I'm Zildjian. I want to apologise about the lampshade microphone. It's been 5 weeks.
Is it actually?
Yeah. No, but we've just never told you.
No one said this?
Sorry, go ahead, Starvox.
Yeah, thank you. So tonight we're gonna have XIAO. Of course, everyone knows XIAO. Last season they played as a different name. They played under Infinity Stones, I believe, and they're up against Luminaire. But functionally they're the same team again. Now they've been picked up by a sponsor, GlobalClan, so they have to adhere to the proper name rather than changing every time. And of course, Luminaire is now known as Ithaca. The name comes, of course, from the carry Baxter on Pocket Soldier, but I'm just going to go through the whole team. So on Scout, we have AKZ and Vinia. Pocket and flank respectively. On Soldier, we have Baxter, the namesake of the team, who they brought in when they initially wanted to be Div 2, they brought in, and now they're Div 1. Right, and Roma, your striker. Demoman, your Saeed, whom I heard there was some troubles. Was it?
What do you mean?
I heard something about this.
Yeah, there was some Tibet's actually fallen sick, so he's been signed to come in to play for him, right? So it was a rush to get their players back in time. They had the informers and all that. And Janus, I think you guys already know, he's been a long time medic main, and I would say there's not much to say about him because he doesn't mess up very often. You know, when you do good work around the office, nobody notices. Yeah?
That's the way.
Yeah, that's the way.
That's what I always like to say about
solid player.
The lampshade is just, I totally agree. Unbelievably skilled. Alright, you know what was interesting about Ithaca is that you mentioned there that they were supposed to be in Div 2 and got bumped up. What, and now they're in the grand final? So have they just been absolutely pounding this season?
They've been kind of, I don't want to say it, but I've gotta be real, they've kind of been best of the rest in the sense that there's always a power gap, you know, with XIAO at the top, and then there will be a second place team, and then the rest of the teams will just be fighting for third, right? Definitely it's impressive that they can take the fight to XIAO, but it's not as if all the other Div 1 teams like weren't worth anything, right? It's just they have this sense of cohesion. I don't know, they had some players who were Div 3 last season, like if I'm not wrong, AKZ and Striker. Yeah, AKZ and Striker, who were Div 3, and they just pulled them in. The fellow Korean players, and now they're just fitting right.
Oh yeah, I also mentioned so Ithaca is a full Korean team. Is that right?
Yeah, a full Korean team. As far as I'm aware, there shouldn't be any outliers. Yeah.
Okay. Very nice. Well, it's very impressive to be bumped up and get straight to the grand final in your first season in the top flight.
Yeah. I mean, clearly they have previous FPS experience. You know, maybe some of them are Overwatch players as well.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right. What do you boys know about GlobalClan? Because I know that they have an Australian team they picked up to this season as well. And I actually don't know much about GlobalClan. Do you guys know anything about them?
Before I say very much, is the microphone any better?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. I turned it down a little bit. The only thing I do know, other than the very obvious players like iShow, TJ, there's like names that I recognize from like previous games watching AsiaFortress, and I know that it's a fairly pound roster, but I'm sure Starvox can give us a little bit more info about that one.
I was actually talking about the organization of GlobalClan.
I don't care.
But okay. Good. Because I believe I just remember hearing some people talk about GlobalClan as if they were almost a TF2 exclusive org, but I've just had a look and they've got a Warcraft 3 roster as well.
Sorry.
Interesting.
That definitely all over the place. GlobalClan, I think they picked up Cell in March, right? They have groups or teams rather in NA and EU as well, and it's kind of a surprise for a team to be picked up in Asia. I don't think really, other than Cell, they're the only team that's been picked up before. There was another sponsor before this, but they dropped them. That was the one before the supposed LAN that never happened, unfortunately.
Oh man, I was so upset about that.
Yeah.
Man. That was gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was gonna be. But yeah, enough digressing. The players, of course, I think everybody knows ISO and TJ. They've had several seasons in AsiaFortress as well, right?
Yes.
They're clearly our best players, and ISO specifically is like once in a generation kind of player. He's out of this world in DM. He's out of this world in game sense, right? He just came into this game from CS and immediately transferred all his skill over. To say he's the best player in Asia would be like it's granted, right? You ask who's the best player, everyone knows ISO, right?
Yeah, that's right. I remember his back in the day when he appeared on Prem rosters in AsiaFortress, and you'd go to his Steam profile and you're like, is he got an ult or something? Why has he only got 400 hours in game? But no, he's just been. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Aisha's been completely pound for a very long time now.
Definitely a real player, man.
Yeah, and as you say, TJ as well. Everyone knows TJ, lovely guy. And I think that puts GIAO as the firm favourites for this match, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I would definitely put them in. They're definitely in favour, and especially going by previous games that they've played after last season, where, as I mentioned, it's functionally the same team, and also in the regular season, but there has been time since the last time they played each other, so you never know. I'm always hoping for a close match. I love to see games go to the 5th map. I've never seen it, the elusive 5th map. So many seasons I've been in AsiaFortress, and it's always been kind of one-sided, I think.
Wow, yeah. I can tell you from a caster's perspective, the 5th map is always the worst.
Yeah. You say you wanted to head to a 5th map. I'm perfectly fine with that not happening.
No, to be honest, I mean, given the way that these guys are obviously, like the Ithaca team has actually come and shown up this season. I mean, it'd be interesting to see if they can actually duke it out for the full 5. Maybe
Absolutely.
even bring it around to their side. That'd be huge, man. I'd love to see it.
Yeah, that would be incredible. Actually, I don't think I think I cut you off just as you were talking about the rest of the players on GIAO. Starvox, if you want to keep going.
Yeah, I assume the players aren't ready yet as well.
No, we've got one player in server. It's going
one player in server. All right, we've got plenty of time then. So, of course, other than ISO and TJ, you have players like Tommy, who's the flank scout for their team, and on Pocket you have 26. On Roma you have Banana, and on demo you have Koma. Now Koma, he's been playing for quite a while, but I've not really heard him make much of an impact in Division 1 until recently, right? That's not to say he's not good. There's actually a term for his pipes. People call him corn pipes. He's very accurate with those. And a Banana, he used to be from the only rival to Xiao, right? I mentioned that there's kind of a dynasty where Xiao is like the Asian version of Royotech, where they just beat all other teams. But there was one team called the Chess Foundation, and at AsiaFortress LAN in 2018, they managed to topple Xiao. They actually beat them and then immediately disbanded because they had to enlist for national service, right? Several of their players.
Wow.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's right. We did cast it. I remember that was probably the last time that we... That's right.
He was so good, definitely a star player from Chess Foundation, right? That they just pulled him along, right? They just absorbed him into Xiao, and now they're stronger for it. They took their only rivals and they just added it to themselves. Now they're just bigger, right? And combined with 26, so it's already a solid player playing on Xiao many seasons, right? These two people, it doesn't matter who's down, right? You can't think of it as, Banana's dead, maybe 26, he'll play a little bit more safe to protect his medic. No, he's going for those jumps, right? Pocket is a mindset. they don't have this mindset. These players they don't hold back, definitely, and you will see this when they play on maps where soldiers are very influential on a mid lane. And actually, I'm getting a message from the players regarding the STVs. I think we should be going over the gameplay soon.
Oh wow.
Hmm?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry. Yes. Speaking of changing maps, let's talk about the maps. What are we playing today? Can anyone tell me?
I did actually get those ones up earlier.
Process, Gully Wash, Clear Cut, Sunshine. Product is the final map. Wow, man. Okay, no, I've changed my mind. I do want to see it go to a 5th map. That would be excellent.
Oh, we've got Clear Cut in there and everything, man. It's gonna be great.
Have we played Clear Cut Lab?
Yeah.
Did we? Yeah. Was it in the
I think I was
season?
on Scout that week. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm sure I'll recognize it when I see it.
You'll recognize it. Out of interest, Starvox. Are there any of these maps that are like particularly powerful for either team, or are we just going to be sort of seeing who really has the advantage in the individual maps?
I can't say that there's much of an advantage for the team, because even if Ithaca pulls out some kind of big brain 200 IQ strat on a certain map, the thing is, XIAO in general, the power gap may be a bit too much for me to call it a map advantage. I call it a map advantage, and then they lose 3-0. Is it really a map advantage? It's a... Well, I can tell you that Process and Galawash is the main staple in Asia in general. So that's where the real games will be at, right? Which is why I think they're closer to the front as well. They want to play proper games rather than they have some games they got Clear Cut in there, which nobody plays, right? Maybe they've had 2 scrims total in there, so it's gonna be kind of a clueless gamer in there. And a product, it's a DM fest.
Yeah,
right? That I'm gonna give to XIAO for sure. Little known fact, or actually very well known fact in Asia, but Aisho has like 3k elo in MG or something, which
sounds about right, man.
Sick.
It sounds about right.
Yeah, so is what I think it's just like 1,000 below me. And
Yeah.
cool.
You're
close.
You're about 1,500 above him, I think. Right?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
It'd be something.
Yeah,
to the tune of that.
It's a product.
You really,
it's a product
really
of me just crushing catfish on Spiral all day. So
how can it take you that much?
Oh, come on, that was so close. For fuck's sake. Alright, I was trying to get up the AsiaFortress website to have a look at previous maps and Ithaca season. It's not working. It just says I can't reach the site. Does anyone know how to get to the AsiaFortress website?
We're extremely, we're a very professional organization here, ladies and gentlemen.
Match stopped at tournaments. Okay, I'm liking it. Top 17, that's the one.
Zildjian's finding it, mate. But I mean, all we really need to know is that, Ithaca are definitely the underdogs. Especially, most of them have sort of been dragged out of, the lower divisions and bumped up. And they've still been showing up. This is like the equivalent of, knocking up your misses and then, keeping it. You're showing up to the game. You're playing. You're here to go, And it takes a lot of courage and a lot of effort, and I actually really respect it.
I couldn't have put it better myself, mate.
Yeah.
Just having a look here.
No one can argue with it.
Just having a look here at these standings for the season for Ithaca. I have noticed that they have only played 4 games. Because they had a bye and 2 forfeits.
Yeah. See, I was hoping you wouldn't notice that.
They've only played 4 games, and they've only completely won one of them.
Look, you didn't have to bring it up.
So they did drop maps to 2 of the other teams in the division and were dominated by Israel. Okay, interesting.
But they're showing up, man. That's what matters.
Yes, to first compete, you have to be present. You've never heard of stories where Usain Bolt doesn't show up. He shows up. He always shows up. Right. That's the first step.
Yeah, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
That's right.
Exactly. This is art of war. This is basic competition, Zildjian. You first have to know your enemy, and then you have to show up to the game and defeat him. But in the meantime, we do have a poll in the chat there because we're engaging with our social media. So if
the poll is who's the king of Asia.
Who is the king of Asia, and why is it Winnie the?
Am I allowed to tell people the amount of votes for Ithaca?
No. You're
Funny
gonna
you
just
should
let it
mention
shine.
Winnie the Pooh because our colors are red and yellow on the screen right now.
I'm sure that's exactly what Lampshade was
That's
going
exactly
for
why.
there. Yeah.
That's why. No, to be honest, I just really like the honeys. Honey, I meant honey.
Me too. Yeah, I don't know what else you're talking about.
I don't know. But I mean, look, are we gonna do predictions, guys?
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
So let's go map by map, right? So this one, this is Process. This is a fairly well played map. Pretty sure everyone knows how to play the map. Has a pretty good idea. Starvox as the Asian correspondent. I have to ask, what do you reckon your predictions likely to be for this map?
Realistic or optimistic?
Optimistic.
Optimistic. Okay, optimistic. We'll say first map 4-2 Xiao favor. Second map Gully Wash, right?
Yeah.
Even if I'm optimistic there, I still see a 4-0.
Hey, you know what? Wait, 4 to. Do we play to 4?
No, to 5.
Okay.
Yeah, they changed the rules.
Yeah.
That's why I'm being optimistic. You know,
Yeah,
if
but
I'm
see,
being
that's-
realistic, I would have said 5.
Okay, well, it's interesting you say that because the last time that Drow faced up against Ithaca on Gully Wash,
Mhm.
they only managed to get to 4, and they played
That's right.
the full half an hour.
That's right.
Dude, do you see
Fantastic.
the brain on this guy?
4 predicted. And why no snake?
It's like, I mean,
it could
maybe-
have been banned.
Maybe clear cut
Yeah.
is just based, Mitch. Like, what's
Yeah.
up?
Clear Cut's a lot of fun. I think everyone wants to play the new map.
Yeah,
and really
it seems
get
like
some time
actually
onto it.
Xiao has banned Snake. That was the first ban that they got out. And then on the side of Ithaca, they banned Reckoner and Process. So that's one of the 3 favorite maps in Asia. Snake, Gully, Process. You know, you change the map to Reckoner and Pugs did. It's the same story every time.
Well,
Because
Reckoner's
it's like
not
a
even
tree
worth
map.
playing, man. I always take sick leave for Reckoner week.
I like Reckoner, man, but you dislike a lot of good maps, Snazzy.
Yeah, it's a
I
good map.
dislike 2 maps and they're both awful.
In Reckoner, you get to call toxic, right? That
That's
way
true.
you can kind of call someone toxic without them realizing, because oh no, I meant someone's coming from toxic, right? So you
Yeah,
can
that's
throw
true.
shade, yeah, lampshade, right?
Yeah.
Lampshade 22. You can lampshade 22 them.
I can.
What the
It's a new call. I like it.
no, using your name as a verb, that's something I'm gonna have to incorporate
Yeah,
more on.
of course.
Yeah.
It's a
That's
bit of a
good.
mouthful.
Okay,
This
so
is
we do
already
have-
a great stream.
We do already have 12 players in server, so
Oh,
hopefully
fantastic.
we'll be kicking off relatively soon.
I have to tell you, I'm going to be rooting non-stop for Ithaca here.
Yes.
I mean, look,
It'd be rude not to.
Star, I have to explain to you, it's an Australian thing, all right, is rooting for the underdog. We have this tall poppy syndrome where if someone grows too tall, we just want to lop them off, man, like a lawnmower. Just churn them down. Bring them back to earth, you know, show them, you give them a good beer afterwards, but the point is, we're trying to bring them down. So that'll
I'm
be
just gonna let you keep going.
Yeah.
To whatever.
It's tall poppy syndrome. It's an Australian thing. So I'm rooting for the underdog because I want to see him. I want to just give him a drubbing. Just give him a thrashing.
Yep. I mean, to see Ithaca do well would be incredible. I'd be super excited to see that. But yes, if we continue our predictions, I think I'm also going to have to join in on the let's call it optimism and say that Ithaca may have a chance.
It could be hard fought, but I think they'll take it like 4-3 or something. Maybe like 3-2. Let's call it
Interesting.
a bit more even than that. You know, maybe they've been practicing. They'll give it a thrashing, I reckon.
Well, they haven't been practicing during the season. They only played 4 games, but
Scrims, though, maybe. You know.
perhaps, yeah. So, tell me about Baxter. The information I received before doing this cast from the wonderful Mitchell Clifford is I had the word Baxter and then it says in brackets pounds. So is that true? Is
Yes,
Baxter a dominator?
Baxter was the reason why initially they signed up for Division 2, but after picking up Baxter, they immediately went to Division 1 and renamed the team to his old alias, which was Ithaca, right? So kind of a Bon Jovi move. It's a power play, right? And I said this before as well, it's a power play to name the team after yourself, because that means it's almost like you're 1v6, right?
Yeah.
You know,
Wow.
worth playing.
And so what's Bax's experience? Has he been in the lower divs for a while, or is he relatively new?
No, he's been in Division 1 the past couple seasons, usually playing with an all-Korean team. I think people know his name as a soldier. He tried several different classes in this season itself with his Bon Jovi team, right, where he tried initially with Demo Man and it didn't work out, right? So they shifted some players around. He went over to Scout, hoping that as on Chad Scout, you know, as opposed to Virgin No Heal Scout, right?
Yeah.
He would carry 40% heals just like TJ, right? Oh, I show.
Lampshade Scout then, yeah.
Yeah, Lampshade Scout, right?
Yeah, swear.
Wait, is that good or bad?
I'll let you guess.
Very good.
But yeah, so he tried that, it didn't work, and then eventually they settled, and he went on Pocket Soldier, which is usually what he's known for, playing Soldier, and everyone else just kind of settled around him, and this is the story of Bon Jovi.
I have to tell you, when you said they changed the team name to his name, and it's a bit of a John Bon Jovi move. It was a really slow burn, but I think I pulled something laughing, man. That was oh my lord.
I had the stream on mute on the other monitor, and I was just looking at you, just laughing at something I don't remember hearing.
Did you see that it took me like a good 15-20 seconds for it to register in my brain?
Great.
It was a good one. I really appreciate that. Like, anyone with the balls to just be like, well, let's just name it after me. I love that. I think I'm here for it. He's gonna get him.
That's the confidence.
Excellent. Is there any chance we might see him on a shotgun role, perhaps, if he's a big dominator?
No, actually, I don't think he'd be playing on shotgun. He doesn't even need it.
Absolutely not. Yeah, no chance.
He doesn't even need
Doesn't even need it.
What?
Straight middies non-stop?
Wait, hang on. Sorry, are we describing Baxter or me? Sorry.
Definitely not.
Both.
Okay,
actually,
sweet.
both. Baxter's
ladies and
a little
gentlemen.
worse because you have 4,500 elo from what I know.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So Baxter's
Okay,
actually a little worse off. He misses sometimes.
We are live, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
do believe we are live. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the beginning of AsiaFortress Season 17 Grand Final. Coming into this mid, we see both demos arrive there. Banana with a big deep bomb onto Striker. No kills so far, but a little bit of posturing. There is a bit more health on the blue team here, and they take out their first player, with one of them going down and two more in quick succession. Striker manages to take out Banana on the tail end there, but he gets minced. It is just Baxter and his medic. His medic is trying to fight the demo man. Takes him out with the... Oh! And that's going to be that for the mid. Did they run sniper to mid? Or
multiple things we missed there. He did in fact run sniper to mid. I just wanted to point out the absolutely beautiful coordinated aggression from Israel there to win that mid. That was pretty glorious to withhold. Withhold? Fuck.
Behold?
Behold. That's the one.
Long night for Zildjian, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh man, I've got so many hours of XCOM to play after this.
But they've got a pretty solid defense up. They've got the sentry. It's right there on the point, which is a fairly aggressive spot. They do have a sniper, and that's about it. The sentry is doing a bit of work as the Uber comes through. The sentry does go down. Point's still trapped, and the team's pretty clawed over on the right-hand side. They do get a kill onto the sniper. No picks just yet for the defending team here. Ithaca doing everything they can, but unable to prevent that. And GlobalClan XIAO take that first round.
Yeah, you can see why they're sponsored.
Absolutely. I actually really liked the way that Ithaca played that last push there. It was pretty, like, they probably did as much as they could there. They just, eked it out in the long fight towards the end.
Yeah, definitely a really strong hold out of them, just not quite enough. And Zildjian, tell me about this middle.
Okay, well, you see quite an early bomb from Baxter trying to get some positioning straight away, but he's backed off and taken some heals, but has jumped in lots of damage on the blue demo man, who manages to get an arrow from his medic, and Banana will now go down. The red team all bunching up on the left-hand side here. Demo man goes out for Drown. It's looking like a pretty decent mid for Ithaca.
They're definitely getting a lot of frags here. Just 26 left in the middle here. Trying to drag him back, but he's very, very low. He has to go into that sewer area, collect the pack. They know he's there. I mean, he'll have to get real lucky to get away with something here. Vinia chasing him down. Not sure if that's the real alias. But they go in and they manage to clean up 26. That's a fairly dominant mid, wouldn't you say, for Starvox?
Yeah, it was actually kind of surprising. I think I expect XIAO to crumble that easily there, especially after just one round. Maybe they just played a different side and they just got them. And also, I think they forgot to run the config, but they've just added a time limit on, so it'll be fine.
Well, we say we let it slip from Drow there, but they did in fact manage to get their medic out, which left them with equal Ubers here, and Ithaca decided to use quite aggressively in-house, which meant that the Uber for Drow was considerably better. And they're cleaning up the kills now with just Baxter left alive behind Drow, and he's going to be cleaned up here by Tommy.
Yeah, and the med going down there as well, really going to put him in some fairly dire straits as XIAO comes back and caps up this middle.
Still 10 seconds on Janus's spawn as well.
That's gross. They do have the sniper in the forward spawns though. He might be able to make something happen here. I don't think they know he's there. But they are eyeballing forward spawns a little bit. They're cognizant of the possibility. But he's about to peak. He's so ready. Just edge forward, you pussy. Come on. He's right there, man.
Wait, is they just trapped? Is he just trapped up forwards? Is that just
no? He's
okay.
He took the shot and missed it. No,
Oh god,
he gets another crack. Oh, he ends up back spawning, I think.
Bloody hell.
Oh no! And the
magical.
Uber comes through, level 2 sentry, doing everything it can, trying to defend. The NG goes down, so does the gun. They're in this dire position of trying to defend again. Very coordinated power coming out of XIAO. They take over that left-hand side attacking, right-hand side defending area over near door 1 there, and they've minced a couple players. They're mincing them one by one. The coordinated aggression, the focus fire. It's so fat, and ladies and gentlemen, we have a second round.
Yeah, it's starting to look like a 5-0. My predictions are coming true, even if I was being optimistic. And I think on the side of Ithaca, they might have committed too hard to AKZ being able to snipe the medic, because it's the moment he missed that shot, XIAO came in and they weren't prepared for it. They just crumbled.
Yeah, man, I just noticed Tommy on this rollout just before leaving your spawn door did check to see whether or not we had Baxter or someone like that on sniper to mid. So they know that they're going in with cookie cutter classes on this mid here.
Yeah, definitely good info to have, and you can see that they've taken that info and they've actually gotten a little bit more aggressive, both their scouts and their soldier taking that red crate there. They're actually maintaining that position, getting a bit of damage off. Tommy goes down very low, but he does get a bow to top him back off. Vinia and Baxter coming in though and cleaning up 26. Banana coming back with a frag of his own. It's now 1-for-1 in terms of players, but it's a demo down for Ithaca,
Baxter!
Which is very dangerous. Baxter comes in, makes a lot of moves, takes out that medic, and it's now just a bit of a scrappy fight. I think Ithaca probably has the edge here though.
Good lords. Ithaca managed to pull that out. That was certainly surprising. Excellent aggression from Baxter there. Managing to pick up that medic really swung that fight, unsurprisingly, but it looked to be going pretty badly for Ithaca for a while there. So they had so many low players for a long time. This one able to be cleaned up by Joel.
Yeah, Starvox wasn't Baxter's he's the player to watch, isn't he?
He is the player to watch. He's a Bon Jovi. And they definitely played that mid a lot better. They actually played very slowly. They had two soldiers on the flank, and it looked like a loss for Ithaca before Baxter came in and just took out the medic.
Yeah, absolutely. He's definitely doing very well. But now they have this full Uber ad. They have used through very, very early in an attempt to avoid that sniper. They come through, they clean up the gun. Their demo man is very close, trapping up that spawn, getting some stickies on the point.
Oh, no.
But he goes down to a trap from the other side, and the coordinated aggression is just too much. Baxter jumping in. He does end up getting cleaned up by the demo man. And the med and one of his scouts are just running for Ithaca. A flubbed push, if I have ever seen one.
Yeah, absolutely. But again, a wonderful play from Zhao. Just managing to kite that Uber so perfectly. They spent the entire Uber trying to get the sentry and some stickies on the point, and then once that was done, they still had an entirely full buff team. Look at Striker. Those edge bug places. You're right. He'll chop down now, try to get some damage, but will only manage to get damage onto Tommy because he was a little bit too late to catch the medic. Now Vinny is in, and he managed to pick up Banana, and now actually has 2 players behind.
I'm so
lost.
I'm so lost. Yeah, Ithaca's backcapping on second, but I don't think they can outcap the middle. There's no one to block it too, so Striker's just back there.
But Zhao's medic's gone down.
Oh no!
And I shall.
So does. I'm so lost, man. There's so much fighting going on. I'm not really sure.
The demo, but such poor timing on that jump.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, both meds have gone down. It's going to be a last reset with a tiny bit of disad to Ithaca. But it's
10 seconds on Striker's spawn.
It's not all that bad.
Well, no, I was about to say
GIAO can't make anything
go fast,
happen here.
Which they're not. They are on mid.
Yeah, they can't make anything happen here. They've spawned too far back. They don't have the Uber ad. They are grinding it though, and they're gonna have a pretty fat ad by the time they come in because I'm not really seeing Ithaca grinding super hard themselves.
No scouts on the side of Ithaca. They've got Achilles on sniper, and Vinny are playing that engineer. So no scouts to grind with.
Yeah, it's going to be a dangerous spot for Ithaca here. About 50 disad here, when it probably could have been about 20 odd. But the Uber comes straight on through. The gun there does go down early once again. The cap gets started really, really early, and there was just nothing they could do. So it's 3-0, so right about now they're going to come back and take it 4-3.
That's what I like to hear. Yeah, once again, just too good from Zhao. They just had Ithaca trapped up in the panic room there for too long there. I'm not able to get to the point. Our 3rd round. Wow.
Yeah. I still believe in Ithaca here, though, man. I definitely still believe in it. But Starvox, maybe you're the one to break the caster curse. I reckon you can tell me about this mid and watch Ithaca win it.
I'm gonna be looking at Baxter here, and I think he's gonna go for an aggressive play into the IT, hoping to catch them off guard again. Like it was very successful the last round where they managed to come in late and secure some kills.
Baxter's now going all the way behind. He managed to get some decent damage on the demo. And they've got both soldiers behind now playing in the blue choke, but they've swapped sides essentially. Zhao kiting extremely well once again. Some big aggression from Banana to get some decent damage onto the scouts, but still no kills. Right as I say that, Demoman manages to pick up a killers, and it's looking like... well, they look to be trying to back out, but they're on the wrong side of mid.
Yeah, I think they all got isolated from their med there. They dropped a couple players. Striker is too low to fight right now. He does get a bow, but in the meantime, they lose 2 other players. It's only Baxter and Striker here. 2 soldiers and a dream. Their med is so... You can see the fear in his eyes.
And this is a lost round for them. They're not going to be able to get out of mid as Cell starts the cap. And I mentioned earlier, they're going to get back capped, yeah.
Oh, good lords.
Oh,
I mentioned that Baxter and Striker were going to play behind and try to come in late, but Xiao noticed that they picked up on it so quickly that they just swapped sides. Immediately they swapped sides, and this has happened.
Oh, God. Well, the one crumb of comfort that they might have had is the fact that they managed to keep their Uber, but that was immediately ruined when they had to try and push through 6 Zhao players onto their own seconds.
Yeah,
it looks
very
like a fairly
dangerous.
simple round.
But, you know, 4-0, there's 18 minutes remaining. I think that Ithaca could still take this.
Blind optimism coming out of the Lampshade 22 there.
I'm known for it.
Yeah! Definitely something you're known for.
This is definitely pretty grim so far. I think Ithaca needs to sort of like get some of that coordinated aggression that we're seeing out of XIAO. But coming into this mid, we do see that the man for XIAO gets there a little bit earlier, but he does have to back off. His health isn't too nice for him. There is a bit of posturing. Both teams taking a crate, but with Baxter on sniper, I think Ithaca needs to play a little bit safer here. Banana's up real high. He goes down. 26 in as well. He's going down as well. They only lose their demo man so far. 3 players down, with Baxter getting a fat headshot onto someone there and getting the damage cleaned up by the rest of his team. And Ithaca's going to take the mid, but they are very aggressive with a little bit of disad here. And it could be really bad. Baxter worming his way straight on through.
They've actually caught him caught in
What?
IT.
Wait, they
They're
go
going for a
behind.
wraparound.
Aisho's gonna do it, man. He's right in there behind them. They use the Uber. It's a trade. A big flash onto the demo man, and it's just flashes galore. Aisho getting in there, trying to use that DM advantage. Oh my god.
Man, that was interesting. That mid, we've been singing praises of Drought's cohesion and coordination all game. But the soldier bombs were not effective on those mid. They went in separately together and essentially just fed. So that's how we were able to see Ithaca win that mid.
Yeah, and we do see Banana with a fat sack. He nearly cleans it up, but not quite there. And losing their demo man in the midst of that as well. I think a little bit too aggressive in that sewer area. It's just going to be a bit of a reset, I believe. So does Baxter...
Oh boy.
That was a really good shot onto the demo man, returning Ithaca to the land of the push, because they have their demo up here and they're ready to come into second here. They've taken this ground, and I think they should probably be happy with what they've gotten there, rather than walking all the way into lobby and losing 2 players.
And he took a rocket, and then stayed to take the seconds.
And XIAO looks like they're gonna push out actually with this Uber, despite the even players and not a very good position.
Back up and be happy with an equal Uber's hold.
Yeah. I mean, look, okay. So Baxter's doing a lot of work on Sniper. He's actually opted to stay on Sniper and Striker with a clean kill onto Aisho. And it looks like they're taking the Uber straight through. They do lose a player as they use that Uber. The gun's only level 1, but it's doing a lot of work, and they just can't get in. And now they just can't get out. And it's
Bernardo's already farming on second. He went behind to go and kill Baxter.
Oh,
just going to be a complete wipe from Ithaca there. Maybe a bit of a misplay to go in with not much advantage there, and a sniper.
Yeah,
I mean, I like it though.
Yeah. I mean, I'm certainly enjoying watching the aggression out of Ithaca, but we're already seeing Drow flood onto the middle point here, and it looks like Ithaca are just going to have to give it up. They don't really have the ability to defend this. Their medic's only just gotten there.
Yeah,
and they're facing down a good 50% ad as well. Disad, sorry.
Yeah, they spent 7.5 seconds after their med spawn before he managed to get someone to heal. I don't know if that's a cohesion thing or if they're just sort of throwing away this map at this point.
I think it seemed like they were sort of trying to think about defending mid a little bit, so no one went back to the medic quickly, but that was quickly off the cards.
It's
Baxter's still on sniper here.
Yeah, they seem content with keeping Baxter as snipers. Surely they've had more success on it as well. But XIAO already in with the Uber, so they're so quick on this. They don't want to let any Uber advantage go to waste. Even just 20% is more than enough for them. And then successfully managed to push Ithaca to last, but they still keep their medic alive, so they have to push out of here because it's gonna be a lost game otherwise. If they're just gonna drop this Uber advantage to XIAO, I don't think they're gonna succeed.
Yep, Zhao are certainly anticipating the push. They're playing a little bit further back on second with that 50% disad now, but they have let it get to 50%. They had 100 there, managed to keep their medic alive. But Zhao are just so out that they're gonna be able to get out with their medic and trade that point for the red team's Uber.
I think it was probably a bit of a hasty Uber for Ithaca there.
Oh, but look at XIAO, they're actually still staying here in second. They're gonna fight this.
Well, they're just about to come up on another Uber here. Maybe Ithaca aren't quite aware of the...
They've caught out a player.
Oh, this is definitely gonna be game. Fuber and one player already down.
Boy, and Bax is so low. Oh, the demo man goes down to it.
They take out the demo. That could actually, if they put in a monster defense here, the Uber gets used really early. Second isn't even capped yet. If they can defend this here, they've got both scouts in their med. They've got both their soldiers, one of their soldiers and their demo man spawning in 7 seconds, 5 now. They've cleaned up a couple gamers. That Uber getting used early and losing the demo man in, like, lobby there, that was so good for Ithaca.
Absolutely, and then we see that cleanup right at the end, a bit of a scout chariot going on with at the end. It's so difficult to go up against two buffed scouts when you're trying to push last with just stragglers from the end of an Uber. Aishu did super good work with the Uber, but then was just left out with not much he could do against the spawners.
Man, that was really good from them. They have lost their demo man and one of their soldiers immediately upon trying to leapfrog the Uberad in, which is going to put him in a pretty grim spot to try to defend too here when XIAO actually gets their Uber here. It looks like they might not even wait to get their Uber. They're actually forwarding in a little bit already. The Uber gets popped with a massive bomb out of 26. A fat rocket directly onto the Ithaca med is going to force that Uber immediately. And I think they're going to be really struggling to hold second here now.
They managed to get a couple of kills, and the demo's super aggressive from Drow, but he gets a flash to save his life here. But there's players all over the shot. The demo's a bit deep, and he's onto Saeed now, but he probably will be able to take him out here. Yep. He goes down, Vinny goes down. And it's just a sack wave, it seems, from Ithaca. Trying to get some decent damage, but it's just not going to work out in their favor. They're going to drop all their combat classes with only Achilles up and a 5-second spawn on Saeed and Vinny up.
I gotta tell you though, they did keep that medic up. They've got their demo spawn now. They've got both scouts. This is possible for them. They still have a tiny bit of Uberad as well.
Doable, but I think Drow might. I mean, yeah, Drow might just decide to park the bus a little bit here, and it seems like Ithaca's not looking to push that 20% Uberad. They've set up a sentry at last.
Yeah.
They look pretty content to get ready for a stalemate, and even if a stalemate here. Maybe they're not aware that they've actually got a 20% ad, but there's not much you can do with that.
It's good to see Ithaca actually building them. And they're actually looking to push this straight out through second. They use their demo man straight through. A lot of flashes going on. It's a big old trade. Striker takes out Tommy on the flank there in door 1, I believe. He's waiting for a bow. He manages to get it. And that might delay the push a little bit longer. I think Ithaca's playing this well.
Absolutely, managed to get the trade out. That was super important that they got Zhao to force there.
But it looks like they're still trying to fight it, which is pretty crazy. But they do lose one of their scouts and one of their soldiers as well, and their demo man. And their other scout. And now it's just Baxter and his med. And Bax is very low, and his med is very separated.
Oh boy.
And I think that's going to be it.
Yeah.
Map will go in favor as well. It's strange from Ithaca. It's almost like they were trying to, I mean, fair play to them. They had to make something. They had to make something happen there. They were four rounds down, about to be 5. So they had to try and do something, but it was not the play.
It's a very interesting map, though. Starvox. I mean, you've sort of really quietly contemplating a lot of that one. Do you have any analysis thoughts on that one? Do you think Ithaca might have sort of written it off fairly early and they were just sort of playing that one out, trying to see, throw things at the wall and see what sticks?
I think definitely they were trying in the first 4 rounds at least. If we look at the logs, the 5th round was the longest out of all of them, where they actually tried to play properly. First of all, they're just throwing the strats at the win, especially the 3rd round was the one that really caught me off guard, where it went so well with them sending their soldiers behind and coming in late, but they didn't adjust fast enough. When in the next round they tried the same thing, and XIAO just slowly but surely shifted from their side over to Ithaca's side. And at that point they couldn't do anything about the back cap, right? But you have to try that to see how they react. And I'm hoping Gully Wash will be a lot closer. I think it'll give an opportunity for Baxter and Striker to really show up on mids, because I think soldiers can be quite influential on Gully Wash mid. You always have to send someone below to get rid of the soldier when they're still alive. Yeah?
Absolutely. Wow, having a look at these logs, have we got those up on screen, Mitchell?
Oh yes.
Excellent. Wow, there's some crazy stats here. We have a look at. You can see how difficult it was for Ithaca to kill anything on Joao. Like Baxter, top damaging for his team with 255. It's not bad, but only 3 kills to 13. The players were just, the heals were so evenly distributed around Joao. Look at the heals. It's 28, 23, 20, 13, 13. It's very, very even distribution of heals. It just meant that Ithaca, no matter who they shot at, there was always a little bit more health.
I mean, there is a 31 kill difference between XIAO and Ithaca. I think that kind of speaks for itself. You're getting 31 more kills as a team. I mean, you're definitely going to be controlling the pace a little bit more. I show with a really fat game, 29 for 5 with 351 deeps. I mean,
man, I feel bad for Saeed. Saeed is the dep, right? He was he's the merc for this match. Is that right?
Yes. No.
Oh no, he's the captain. No, sorry, someone went sick, right? Tibet.
Tibet has gotten sick, yes, and Saeed has filled in for him.
Yeah, so big shoes to go into straight for a grand final, and it was a tough match for him, going 3-16 and only dropping 165 DPM.
I think he was just getting minced, man. I don't even blame him.
No, absolutely, I feel bad. That's it's a tough.
You have Aisho and Tommy on the enemy team as a demo man. You're gonna be fearing for your
just
life.
not gonna be having a good time.
All you can do is count on your scouts to save you at that point.
Oh boy.
But I think Gullywash is a map that sort of rewards the way that Ithaca plays, at least from what I saw on Process there. It's a map that sort of more rewards the way that they've been playing, like the way that they've sort of used the ground to their advantage rather than sort of like relying on the DM. So with a bit of luck, I think they could take this one. Probably pretty strongly fought, but I think they could do it.
Well, absolutely. I mean, there is a precedent, as I said. You know, they managed to take him to the full half an hour when they played this map against RAO in the regular season. So yeah, this you are right. This one has potential to be closer.
Yeah, and also I want to add on top of that, if they don't win this map, they're gonna be left with pretty unorthodox picks, right? This is the last proper map really that they can play, because what we have left is Clear Cut, which nobody plays, and then there's Product, which is just a DM fest that doesn't really involve much game sense, which could be in the favor of Ithaca, but they need to get to that point. They can't afford to drop Gullywash.
Yeah, this really is a must-win. Although I think there's another map before where we had to end up on Product, right? Isn't there a Sunshine or something like that? That's map 4?
Yeah, Sunshine.
Yeah.
But Sunshine's just
process again.
I'm gonna be as unrude as I can, but yeah, it's process again.
It's process again.
It's process again. Just with a new coat of paint, you know?
And a very nice coat of paint.
It's not a bad one.
I reckon we should play on the Halloween version with this huge hole in the middle.
I'd rather we didn't.
I think we should bring back Badlands.
Oh,
that was a good map.
I agree.
That's been a lot of fun.
Can
everyone just add Catfish and
Can I have Granary back, please?
Oh man.
Can I please have Granary back? Can we remove Metalworks?
Why stop
like
Granary?
Metalworks, man? I think Metalworks is fun.
Metalworks? The mid to second connectors, that alone. But we're getting off topic.
Somewhat, but we do have 12 players in server now, so we should be getting underway with the second map fairly soon of this AsiaFortress. Was it Cup 17?
17.
Yeah, 17, correct.
Yeah. Grand finals. And we saw Ithaca put up somewhat of a fight, but goes down 5-0 to RAO on the first map process here.
If you look at Comma right now, he was testing some hidden stickies in the pallet right there. And Janus has caught him doing it, so they're definitely not gonna fall for it now.
Lucky. And we've readied up here. Mr. Shade, take this map mid away.
You want me to take it away? Alright, we'll do the usual little sting then, just for the VOD. Ladies and gentlemen, it's AsiaFortress Cup Season 17. It is the grand final. We're on map 2. It's GlobalClan XIAO versus Ithaca. And ladies and gentlemen, we're coming into this mid. We do see a pretty fat sticky out of Conma onto most of the team at Big Door there. Saeed goes down super early to Banana though, but he does get cleaned up. 26 coming in with another frag of his own, taking out another player, and Baxter going down on the tail end there is going to seal the deal. GlobalClan XIAO taking that first mid and bullying Ithaca straight on out. Ithaca did keep their meta alive though, which is pretty good for them.
Tell you what did that, it was a super early awesome double bomb from the RAO soldiers. It just did so much damage to the combo. I didn't see how Saeed went down, but
it was that. The banana was in his mouth immediately, man.
Yeah. Excellent. The early aggression was pretty unstoppable from XIAO here. And
now they're forced on the back foot, but Vinya is on sentry, which I don't really agree with. I don't think there'll be much time for him to set up if XIAO wants to go and push in.
Oh, it's even Ubers. I think he has the time to set it up, unless XIAO want a big dick it, but they don't seem to be keen on that.
XIAO see it though, and they're already spamming it. It's going to be very difficult for him to get it up and also to keep it up. Sorry.
And actually, I don't know why I said Xiao.
What?
I'm from the same region. I should be pronouncing it the correct
How do you say
way.
it?
Yeah, how do you
Xiao.
Xiao.
Xiao, that's
Shit,
right.
you could have said that on the first map, mate.
Mate, I've
Oh,
been
no.
saying it for like
Well-
weeks.
It's okay. Both are correct. It's you know, there's always an American pronunciation and a British pronunciation for things. Just
Yeah,
imagine
and
that's an American one.
no,
yeah.
there's also an Australian
Really?
pronunciation
Yeah.
of everything. Yeah.
That's cool to hear. That's actually really interesting. I mean, it's totally unsurprising and should have been something I predicted. But you see, I am an uncultured swine. But we do see more of this just sort of stalemate garbage.
Yeah, it looks like
Nothing
nobody's
really
really daring to push out here.
Baxter checks the classes and sees that there's no off classes for Zhao. Back to Soldier. I mean, maybe I'm surprised to not see Baxter sniping or something like that, considering his affinity for it. And
I don't think they want to take that risk. They've opted to play cookie cutter since the last map where it went quite wrong quite quickly.
Baxter's getting a lot of damage on the banana in lobby, but wait, 26 goes down somehow.
Ooh, and they sack, and then their demo starts forwarding, which is super dangerous. It cleans up Aishu, though. Aisho? Aisho?
Yeah.
Aishu.
Shai is
definitely
waking up.
Aishu.
He's landed the pipes on 3k elo Aisho.
Big
there.
bomb! No. Oh, slightly mistimed there from Medic was a second earlier, and he probably would have had a decent chance to rocket onto the medic there. Tommy is under.
Tommy is nice and deep in
boy.
that under
Yeah,
area, though.
and this is the bait. Xiao has actually kind of backed out a little bit, hoping to bait, but no, they're going right back in here, and I think Aisho's really dueling with someone.
Tommy's
they're
holding
going
his
back up the
cool,
river.
though. They still don't know he's there. It looks like they might try... Oh, they send Banana straight underneath as well. It's now
Oh.
Banana and Tommy underneath. They know Banana's there, though, and they're already
Yeah,
spamming...
they're only gonna show Banana? Oh no, they're gonna show both of them.
Ooh.
That's the point. Aishu goes down, Striker goes down,
think
and then
they
Baxter's going to be
flubbed it.
carrying. Yeah, that was interesting. I was noticing that Baxter did take a shot on Sniper as they were spamming the gun down, but no avail. And 2 scouts down for Zhao here. It looks like Ithaca sort of trying to get a bit frisky in lobby, but all they're managing to do so far is hold lobby with their ad. But at least they've moved out of last.
Well, they've kept their NG
Oh,
up,
boy.
too.
Managed to pick up the demo in River there. That's excellent work. Oh, is that a shot?
Oh, and the demo just drops down! What?
Why?
Oh, the
What?
medic is
What's
dropped
going
as
on?
well!
What?
From the back from River, nobody was watching!
No!
What just
That
happened?
is... So, everything went wrong. They lost their demo, and then their med got wrapped around. Someone came through lobby. They're flooding into the last here, doing so much damage. There was just nothing Ithaca could do. And the first round goes the way of Xiao.
Yeah, after such a long
Safety.
stalemate. It looks like it was just a game of attrition. They ran out of patience, tried to push out a river, and slowly but surely, Banana was just creeping up.
Ah, man. I'm totally lost for words on that one. Zildjian, take it away, mate.
Yeah, so we're seeing the second mid here. Big bomb from 26, and it'll meet, I think it's Baxter straight in the air. Saeed's got some pretty decent health here, but they're just taking each other's sides, happy to poke at each other. Baxter now goes in for the big bomb, gets some nice damage away, and it's actually the cleanup from Striker as well. Huge damage onto Zhao, and they'll go down to nothing but 26. He's left behind, just trying to fight for his life.
That
Ithaca will be able to take the mid.
was really dominant. Ithaca.
That was excellent. Both teams happy to just take positioning on their own side of the point there, and then brilliant aggression from the soldiers.
That was really good out of them.
Yeah, but then also full Uber ad on the side of Ithaca, and their Uber pushes haven't really been that successful on process, but this is a different map. This is the one they went 30 minutes with in the regular season. I'm hoping to see them push this advantage and not just wait for an even Uber game. It's not going to work out for them.
They're really
swapped over that
respecting
pyro.
the sniper. So the sniper took one pot shot at him, and they spent so long trying to come in.
No,
The
Oh my
pyro
goodness.
was right there. It's totally... Nah, get
This
out.
is a
It's a bad
horrible
Uber.
Uber, and
Just
it's already
leave.
gone. And TJ is
Lord.
up to 95. He's gonna
she
have
doesn't
this.
even die, man. Unbelievable.
They just gotta leave. They have to leave. They can't even hold uppers, I don't think. Right?
That was almost perfect timing. Striker's underneath. He's gonna try and get a bait, but Aishu's gonna check it straight away. actually beefing a few of his shots here, and Striker might have a chance at this 1v1. He does win it underneath.
26 is there to meet him, so it's dominant.
Nah, but that's
Yeah,
social
that's gone.
advantage. There's no place for Aisha to go.
You're absolutely right.
That Pyro really did some work there, man. He really should have died early. They are
26
fighting
pretty
this
far-
upper area.
26 pretty far ahead of his team, but manages to get out, jump back to river, and they looks like
Wait a minute.
They got the
Xiao is on
Uber.
crits.
What? Are they?
Guys on. Are they?
That would explain why
They
they
are?
didn't push like
They
immediately.
critted in lobby
And the
here.
crit comes in. Use the Uber, bro.
Oh!
What the fuck?
Xiao's trolling.
They really did manage to drop 2 players there. I mean, they had the Uber for most of the time the crits was active there. And that might actually stunt any sort of push that they're going to be able to get off of that 2-player advantage.
What the fuck? They were staring at the crits. I'm sorry.
I think they couldn't believe that Xiao would go crits on defense, but nobody called it out, and I'm surprised no one saw that TJ was carrying a crit screen instead of the medigun.
Wasn't something I was looking out for, to be honest.
I guess I can't blame the players if 3 casters didn't catch it.
I mean, yeah, look, but we're not like playing. I mean, I'm in the bird's eye view, so I have an excuse.
I haven't even got my monitor on.
That's standard for you, isn't it?
That's right.
Yeah, you're just reading off your game sense, right?
That's right.
They do use the Uber through with this tiny bit of ad that they have. The Uber
bad.
does come back from GlobalClan XIAO, and they are mincing players left, right, and center. 1, 2, 3, quick succession. And I think that's going to be
And actually,
the end of
Striker's
that
still
push.
below, but he just gets
Otter
called
was just
out
ready
by
for him, yeah.
Banana, yeah.
Baxter's going to go for it.
Oh.
There's a lot of cap time. Oh, beats the jump. Maybe he's decided to go for the medic instead of the point, but...
Yeah. They did get their med all the way out. He's all the way there. He collects players as they spawn, so he's grinding already, which should reduce the disad. I think it'll probably be about 20, maybe 30.
A good building from but and they're looking to try and take kids. No, they're just poking around and choke. Having to grind this Uber up and then attempt to push it with the Uber.
But I mean, this mid is notoriously hard to push with Uber out. It's really easy to get forced as you come in. So it might be a good occasion for Ithaca to actually reset the Uber out. They use it super early. They flash 1 million players. Ithaca's all the way out. They're still grinding at choke there. It looks like they might try to defend this. They're ready to come back in.
No.
They lose
no.
both
Oh,
their
boy.
skip
2 players.
and yeah, that's not great. They used the Uber.
Oh, and they can't
Just
stay here
leave,
for so
and
long.
the
They're gonna
med's
get
really
chased. The
hurt.
demo and medic's
And
gonna
then-
die. Oh no.
Oh dear.
No,
Because players come in
that was
from
the-
short and but Said actually lands the pipe. I don't know if Janus can make it out though. He serves, gets
he
the
does.
match hit.
Got a couple scouts there ready to defend. I shoot.
They could
you
do
go
it.
straight down.
They can
Oh.
do it.
This
Get
could
your
work.
scouts in there. Go on. Go, son. Go.
They're chasing them down into choke and actually forced out Cell. I don't know how that has happened.
It's amazing. They
Hey,
have
you took
no
out Ice
excuse
Dew
to
and
make
off you
that
go.
happen.
Yeah.
They still
That
have
was
the
excellent.
forward spawns, so they're able
Oh,
to
no.
keep pushing. 26 is really low here, but they are playing a game that is dangerous.
Oh.
They clean
Oh,
up.
Vinia picks up 2 players.
TJ. Oh my god, Vinia. He's in there.
No,
Man,
no, Janus is
Oh,
in there.
26! I don't know.
Wait, so hang on. So yeah, so now Israel is now back in favor. Unbelievable.
Why is this the most exciting game of Team Fortress I've ever seen? Why?
Top quality back and forth there. I mean, that was actually super unfortunate with that
Yep.
because Ithaca did a wonderful job of getting out and making sure they didn't lose players to that Uber right at the start of this whole shebang. But they're just you got tiny bit too aggressive and keen to use their Uber and managed to lose their 2 players just before they had.
Oh man, this is.
Yeah, if you're just joining us, it's AsiaFortress Cup 17 Div 1 Grand Finals, and this happens all the time. Join AsiaFortress today. AsiaFortress Cup 18 will be up soon.
I agree. If you're not involved in the competitive community and you're watching this one, you really should get yourself around it. Whatever your local regional one is, in this case, probably AsiaFortress.
Uber in.
But we do
Uber in
see
from Zhao
a
that-
fat Uber come straight on through the choke. Ithaca ready to return. They clean up the demo man, but they did lose their own. They have cleaned up ISHO, which is a big pick for them here. They're able to sort of monkey their way through big door there, but Banana's right there. They haven't cleaned him up.
Banana
They
gets
do
caught
finally get him.
gets caught in Banana, and rightfully so. It's his gravestone, has his name on it.
Someone's got to do it. But they've recapped the middle. They have a tiny bit of ad. They still have player ad here, so I think they could push immediately, but they need to be really fearful of this demo man. Baxter's jumping straight through.
Oh, he's getting levitated. That's a bit of a feed from Baxter there. Tries to get some damage on. That's a bit of a feed from fucking everybody. But Vinny's blind. He's on Buzzer Destroyer. There's 2 players behind on the medic. There are actually very few low players for Zero. If Vinny can still win this.
He's got enough health to make things
He's just
happen
gonna
here.
hit Tommy.
Oh,
no.
1
Three
HP
players.
Tommy and 72 HP 26. That was winnable for Vinia. That was a perfectly timed flank.
I don't blame him for losing it like at all though.
No.
But it is going to be even Ubers here. Yep. Ithaca's med gets his beam on nice and early, and they're fighting. They're
they're
fighting in the
gonna try and
middle.
fight mid.
They come straight in. They clean up 26 immediately. They're through the choke as well. Oh my god.
And this is fine actually, because there's still even Ubers, and they just swapped hands again. Hot potato. Just what's that? 5 caps back to back.
Yeah, 6.
Aishu's
5.
down.
Aishu's down.
Wait,
Oh
hang on.
no, so's Connor.
They've only lost a scout
Only
for
one
it.
scout. This is amazing. They cleaned up 3 players: the demo, the soldier, and the star scout. Oh my god, they're cleaning up that second point. They are.
Baxter is
they-
all the way
okay.
on last. He's trying to
Oh,
save
he
the
manages
medic.
to get through.
No
Wait,
way.
he gets TJ.
No
He
way.
gets it?
He gets the med. Okay. Let's calm down, gentlemen. All
What?
of you, back off, build your Uber, and then push in properly. Please,
Oh, right, you were
for the
talking to them,
love
not
of
us,
God.
I see.
I can't
No,
believe
no,
Bon
we can
Jovi's
stay
done
hyped.
it.
Yeah, okay. So Saeed's gone down super low to a couple of rockets there. It looks like they're trying to take some ground in River. Maybe use the super. They need to scout out the sentry though.
That's not what I meant about using your Uber properly. They've got enough time to get the demo man back up.
Yeah,
it's
they do.
not super bad. They
And
need to be
Baxter's
fearful of the
arrived now.
sentry, but
this
probably the
Pyro.
pyro.
This pyro, do they
Again.
know that the pyro's there? The last
again.
time it was
Not
so
again.
painful for the Uber. No,
Oh, Tommy's a bit
God.
late though.
They got through though. They got through. Okay. They're in. Baxter's on the
sentry's
point,
still
getting
alive.
no flash. The sentry's still up. Pyro's still up.
Tommy
Um,
gets an arrow and he manages to go forward, but it's a lot of damage on that. Achilles is up there on the medic. 1 HP on Buzz's drip here. Great.
it's TJ. It's TJ.
Yeah, it is definitely it's Buzz drip. Why? I didn't even read that name until now. I just have been saying Buzz. All right.
Okay. It was a flubbed push. Let's leave it at that. It is a bit of an unusual thing. Banana is hiding in that upper area, and we do see Tommy. He only just swapped off NG, so it looks like they're pushing now.
Banana might pick up Baxter here if he lands his big air shot. Ooh!
Jesus Christmas. That is
Oh god.
That's an anus clench. Wait, 2 players go down in big door. Is that it? And another soldier in now onto the combo. Lots of damage onto TJ. Oh, so close to forcing him there. Nicely cleaned up by Banana. Striker nearly getting at what they
Saeed.
desperately need.
Oh my lord. This is the
demo phase
weirdest
for the
game.
scout coming in. I should say
one.
nice one in chat.
They send Vinia through choke. I think that might have been a mistake. Baxter actually comes through lowers as well. They're trying to get the force off, and it's actually going to be a trade. They have got a fat solo on one of their scouts, whereas
Oh no, he's
Zhao
in too deep.
is
His
fighting.
medic has left him.
Oh no!
So Striker's on his own.
Oh no!
That was either Achilles going a bit too deep, or him being the sacrificial lamb, so they could get their medic out. Probably the correct play.
Dude,
Yeah, what's up, man?
I don't.
You alright?
This is back and forth. This is exactly what we wanted to see. I mean, if there's only one thing that Ithaca could do after that second map, and that's get aggressive and start trading points back and forth, and that's exactly what they've done. Only 1-0 down here.
Yeah, actually,
Map
what
is
I
very
want to
winnable.
see from Ithaca is a pyro, because it's been so effective on this last. If someone knows where to stand, how to play, and how to hold right click, it could be pretty effective. It's a high skill cap pyro, of course, but I think these players can do it.
Hey, look, you say that as a joke, but Ishu's worked amazingly, and Tommy's didn't.
Yes, actually, I shouldn't downplay what he's
It's a
done.
matter of timing,
Yeah.
man. It's a matter of time.
I mean, Tommy's
But it is even Ubers.
Spencer down. Never mind.
I think XIAO are probably pretty keen to get this push going because they've sort of stacked up that riverside. They actually are repositioning though.
But Strike is behind? Yeah.
Oh
That
dear.
was a little bit of a feed from Strike. Maybe he's trying to get an early force out, but it's actually just going to mean that they're not going to have a soldier for 10 seconds. Drow not pushing?
No, they've sent Banana through the unders area. He gets a rocket onto Baxter, so they know he's there. Aisho is ready to push. He's cleaned up the traps in that river area, and it looks like they're getting ready. Banana getting a bit of aggression onto the point. They take out the sentry while he's poking it. Baxter trades for 26 and double midi. Both of them shot each other in the air.
I'm so confused.
Tommy comes through main and gets cleaned up in secret there. This is a very unusual method of pushing out of XIAO here.
Absolutely. Is it stop semicolon record to fix invisible players? I swear I've got an invisible player right now.
You record something and then semicolon stop.
I'm sure chat will help me.
It's record demo, semicolon stop. Give it a try. Saeed gets dropped in an Uber in that upper area. They do get a fat rocket onto TJ, but he just holds that Uber. He's totally happy to hold that Uber, and they're going to be able to push now with full Uber ad. Baxter's still in that upper area. He is trying to get out. It looks like he's going to be able to, but they're coming straight through that shutter. There is a gun there, but they're taking their sweet time coming in. The gun is now down, and with Aisho on the point nice and early, no one's there to defend it, and that's going to be it. 2 rounds in 20 minutes, though, so this is looking pretty promising for Ithaca.
I don't know for sure, but yeah, once again, we saw that something similar happened on Process in the previous map. They're just not enough players ready to defend that point. Everyone trapped in spawn, and a scout will just easily mince it up. Moving on to this mid, though, I am seeing the demo map Israel. It did beef his rollout a little bit, and he arrived a little bit slower, but they're just going to take the enemy side on the back of that. 2 quick kills for Joao, and Vinny is still stuck behind. Going to try and get something done, but walking directly into a combo of Aishu
and then actually both soldiers this mid just bombed the AKZ.
Yeah, Vinia has gone all the way behind. He might be. They did Joao manage? No, they didn't manage to get any kills, so they're not looking at.
Did he get lost?
Is Xiao aware that they're basically 2 players down right now with Vinia behind? Maybe he gets shot. Oh no, he gets caught out. He's dead.
He's been seen too. Oh dear.
Yeah.
Well, in good news, Ithaca almost has their Uber, so while they're cleaning up Vinia back there, that might give them just enough time to build up this Uber.
Unless he wins this.
Dude,
yeah, he gets the kill.
That's crazy.
I mean, actually, we were making fun of him, but that's an excellent distraction, and now Ithaca have their full Uber.
Yeah, and a trade for even more addition to them, because it means that they're now going to be 6 on 6 here. Banana Saxing gets minced, and we do see the Ithaca med with some dangerous positioning there. He's running around. He's getting himself back where he wants to be.
Here we go, big sack from Baxter, massive skip jump from Baxter, huge rocket. Oh, boy. Venus dies to a What? Is that a trap?
He walked into shutter. Came out the far end, and there was a trap right there.
Oh my god.
Unfucking real.
That's a lampshade play. Good lord.
Thanks, mate.
You mean the demo man, right? That's the lampshade play?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's what you meant, yeah.
Right. But that is 3-0 off the back of a very careless error there. But I think if Ithaca can show the dominance that we seen on that mid earlier, then I think they've got this. What do you reckon, Starvox? Take it away. Come on.
Well, I'm seeing their players just jumping their scouts immediately, which is kind of a strange move, but they have a soldier behind them to deal with him really quickly before they go and support their demo in the front here, and it looks so scattered from Xiao. They actually killed 5 of their players, yeah.
Aisha's behind though, he manages to pick up Baxter, but he's only 5 HP. He'll probably be cleaned up here. Oh,
the pipe cleans it out. I thought the scattergun would get him.
Well, Aisha, even in that dire straits, managed to hit fat meat shot onto Achilles there.
Yeah, you're talking about having a dominant mid, showing a dominant mid for Ithaca, and it looks like they've heard you because they're pulling it out, and I don't want to miss it this time, but Buzz Drip here is on the crit screen. I do hope Ithaca knows this.
I hope they know it as well, because it means they can just push straight through. They're respecting the sniper of Aisho again. Aisho going back and swapping off? Yeah, he's swapping off now, I believe. Straight onto Pyro. Okay, they're coming straight through the shutter though. They clean up the gun nice and early. This is a pretty good Uber so far.
Yeah,
They've locked them into spawn a little bit. The Heavy's there. They're cleaning up players. This is looking pretty good.
But there's no
for
time
Ithaca.
on the point.
No. You have to play the point though, gentlemen. No.
And the Heavy has been kept alive the whole way through. So they've dropped a full Uber push, and Mr. Dripbeer to Dripbeer and Infinity, he didn't even switch back to his metagun. He held on to the crit streak the entire time during that full Uber Desert push.
That was so unfortunate. Like it was so close, and Saeed, he was about to trap the point, but noticed that all the players were still trapped in spawn. So decided to try and get some damage onto the spawn players. I reckon if he just trapped the point and put a scout on it, that could have been considerably easier.
The standard play.
Yeah. We'll have to see what they do with this crits. It looks like they're going to take it straight through big door.
Could work
ready
really well.
to pop it. The crits goes off.
Oh!
Fires a sticky. Murders the medic. Off to the Supreme Store and beyond, mate.
Unbelievable. But I mean, Banana managed to kill Banana as well. Saeed's down as well. So yeah, 3 players down on the side of Ithaca, but they do manage to get a couple of players in return.
But the players are staying in here for so long and not even on the same side.
They're not even all shooting the same thing. They do clean up Aisho. That's a pretty good play.
Yeah,
Backs her in with a fat jump.
Oh!
Nearly took out Buzz.
Oh man, the medic was super low. Janus going for a quick arrow there might have worked out, but
Yeah. It's a damn shame.
I think Ithaca needs to be a little bit quicker to back out in these fights where they just stay for so long. Somehow, sometimes it turns out well, like when we saw Saeed and Janus stay at choke for an extended amount of time and they just got out.
Saeed's pipes are unreal, man. He just like peeks a corner and slaps someone. It's not resulting in a lot of kills, but he's just connecting, man.
yeah,
It's really quite
I
gross.
already mentioned
Oh,
it.
and
So
the
let's-
crits
No!
Put straight in. Big damage onto Saeed. It'll flash Aisho and it'll get Achilles with this, and it's looking excellent as well right now. They're taking their
Let's call
time
it,
with this
man.
one. Boy.
No. Well, look, it's 4-0 with... I think my clock is broken because mine's showing 10
It's
minutes
at 6
remaining.
minutes.
6
and-
minutes.
Yeah, 6 minutes and 10 seconds. Back in many seasons ago, I believe in an Insomnia, or it might have been like a ESEA
don't bring it
season or
up.
something, but TCM... The
Don't bring it
TCM
up.
has actually pushed Gully
don't
Wash in
bring it
about 40 seconds, so
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is
don't bring it
technically
up.
still possible.
It
okay.
didn't happen.
Well, Baxter goes a little
It
bit
did
too
happen.
quick in that mid and accidentally kills himself on a player still rolling out. But that's gonna be
He
enough.
killed himself
for-
on the demo. It's good.
Yeah. But
It's
yeah,
It's
right,
good.
well, yeah,
It's
you're
worked
right.
out for him.
I didn't notice that he got the demo. So, right, yeah, you are right.
It's good. It's very good. They take this high ground here. There's a bit of fighting going on. XIAO are there, but they get minced. Absolutely memed into oblivion. Striker getting very aggressive, trying to get some rockets off. While they're still 2 down here, take the top area, push straight through. Take the top area, push straight through.
I mean,
The players are a bit slow.
They're gonna go through the shutter. It looks
Even-
like they flash all of their players through. It is still even Ubers, and they haven't gotten any kills. They've gotten a little bit of time on the point, but they've left their scout high and dry. It is no good anymore. It is actually quite bad. They lose 2 players for not very much. They lose 3 players, actually.
The players were way too slow together after that big pick and in River, and they're just so scattered trying to push in. The soldiers come in so late to try and clean up, but it's a 1v5 essentially, and
Nana tries to get some damage there and choke, and it goes down, but that won't stunt Zhao's progress. Even Uber's here, seeing another second to mid stalemate. Nope. I mean, Banana's still down. I think we could attempt something here. It looks like they're going to do that. They're sending 3 players through Big Door. Lots of damage under 26, but they won't be able to clean up the kill. And now Zhao's pretty competently holding them off at Big Door. They get two kills on both the scouts. With both scouts down. Striker's still in choke. Will try and jump behind. He lives a little bit, but he's now stuck behind them. Baxter's there as well. Okay, but
they're actually still
Saeed?
fighting their second, despite mid being
They're
capped.
still fighting second. They need to block
They're
mid.
not gonna
Vinny are
get this
going
cap.
in there trying to block it, I think. Not quite able to make it happen.
oh boy.
Dripbeer holds on to his Uber, but
way.
he held on to too long.
Alright.
Pure disrespect.
I think that Supreme was probably a counterfeit. That jacket's not real, man. I'm sorry.
Dude, he was buying rep fashion. What is going on?
Yeah, the,
I shoot!
Rosie, he's on the mid.
Don't.
Oh,
Oh god, I
boy.
didn't want to see it happen twice in a row.
Oh,
Did you
no, but
see
that's
it?
also
Still Janus, he doesn't get the air shot. Oh,
Okay,
my
okay. It's all good. He's capping the
Well,
med is capping though. So
So did you know Janus'
Come on,
strategy? Janus' strategy of avoiding I shoot shots there.
yeah,
Move just left hand. Yeah, stand still. Works out for them though.
It's pretty fat. Really like it. He's capping this second point. They got 3 minutes left. I think it's probably a foregone conclusion on the map result, but I reckon they could take this round. They are getting ready.
Yeah, at least help with a little bit of mental going to the third map.
Yeah, definitely be a confidence boost if they can get this clean Uber push in for.
They actually haven't capped. But Banana is apparently blocking second. In the meantime, they use their Uber with the player. Down.
But
This time Saeed does trap the point, but doesn't do that well. Saeed immediately backs out. Baxter goes down. Vinia goes down.
Striker's underneath the point. And they got the scout on the point as well.
Oh!
They're capping it. Oh,
Point after.
Where did Achilles come from? Where did Achilles come from?
He came from secret.
How? That's the
He was
way.
in secret, and they had the soldier on. That's great. Okay, 2 minutes
I have
left.
1 point.
We're still not going to mention TCM because that happened to an Australian team, mate. So it didn't happen.
Yeah, definitely.
But oh, I was going to say this could be another round, but losing Baxter that early in a mid, very, very dangerous. Banana is in deep behind. I don't know if he knows that the mid was still coming up.
Clearly not,
We do see the Ithaca med doing his very best to run away. He's going to take this fight, and he does trade for Banana. I don't know if that's a good trade for your team, though.
Yeah, and the full wipe. I don't think they're gonna be able to hold this with the Uber. This XIAO are very good at pushing in here. That's just so coordinated. Surely they're gonna walk this in, and it's gonna be 5-1. But this is a good time for them to try that pyro play.
I like that one though. That was like a massive confidence build. They took that one handily at the end.
Yeah. A bit scrappy actually. I think the back cap was more of a lapse in Xiao's judgment.
It's handily, man.
Yeah.
I agree with you though. It was definitely a lapse in Xiao's judgment. But the Uber comes
heavy up.
through.
Oh,
they
boy.
had no pyro, but they've suspended the demo and the soldier.
Oh.
They clean up the demo. The heavy is still alive. He's taken an arrow.
Oh,
he took
oh
2
my
arrows.
Aisho.
Aisho's still alive. No. Tommy's in as well. We see 26 very close to the spawn there, taking quite a lot of damage. Everyone's shooting at different things. It's so dangerous for Ithaca here. Their soldier is so low. Their med's blocking the point, and it's not enough. 5-1 with 40 seconds remaining. I think we'll get one more mid out of it, and that's
Holy
probably
moly.
going to be it.
Yo,
man.
can I just point out, Janus hit every single arrow on that last defense.
That was unreal.
Yeah, that's cool. I was looking at it going, no, there's no way the next one hits, and then every single arrow just 100 HP and quite regularly is pretty hard to get behind. Banana will go in with the skill stick and manage to trade with Saeed here on this mid, and we've got Aisho to mid immediately just.
Oh! Oh no! He's farming Franklin.
Jeez
Oh, no.
Louise.
And
Yeah, that was
AKG
a-
actually complimented him on that shot. I was kind of expecting it to happen, but I didn't want to. I didn't want it
really
to.
clean mid.
Well, there you have it. The second map of the AsiaFortress Cup 17. It goes the way of Joao. What?
Yeah, that's the second map.
That's
I
right,
said
yeah, that's a
second map,
fact.
Mitch. Okay.
Yeah. But anyway, the second map goes their way. We'll get these logs up for everyone and discuss those. This was much closer than that first map, and we're going to clear cut now. So coming off the back of like that one round, like yeah, it's a win for Xiao, but they're kind of used to that, I guess. I think that it could be the map to make like weird things happen. And with the way Saeed's doing his damage with those pipes, I mean, I think they could do it on clear cut here. Hey,
You're absolutely right. Much stronger showing from Saeed on that map. Going 16-19, dropping 220 DPM, much stronger than the process game. The soldiers on the side as well, just absolutely pounding damage. 26 and Banana both putting in almost 300 damage a minute each. 302 for 26 and 297 for Banana. 22 and 26 kills respectively. That's some big damage.
Yeah, but you speak about the pipes. I'd definitely love to see more of those pipes on last. Every time when Ithaca pushed in, I see Saeed spending all of his stickies trying to sticky Xiao back into their spawn, but it doesn't work out. And then their scouts have no ground to stand on because there are no stickies on point. Right? They get rushed by a scout, they get rushed by a soldier because they're not afraid of Saeed stickies on the point. If he could bring out his pipes there and do his damage with just his pipes and protect his scouts with those stickies, it would be a lot cleaner, I think, and wouldn't have needed to do a back cap.
Absolutely.
You're absolutely right. Yeah.
But I mean, like, looking at the stats otherwise, I think Baxter was really getting involved in that one. He died 24 times. He was doing everything he could to, like, make things happen for his team there, I think.
Absolutely. Once again, I'm amazed at the distribution of Drow's heals. If you have a look at that, it's just so even. Like, you know, you see Vinia copying, you know, a 2,000 or so less heals than Roma for Ithaca there, but it's not the same on Drow. They all, you know, the lowest heal percentage is 14%. They're just always healthy.
Definitely could make a big difference. We do see a pretty fat kill difference again. I think it's closer to about... It's getting close to 40. I can't mathematics that one in my head, I have to tell you.
Yeah, no, it is close to 40. You're all right. Interesting that's that second round there. 13 minutes long, that second round. Definitely a lot more competitive. I mean, they obviously got the round through that back cap at the end there. And you know what? That might have given them the buzz they needed for this.
Absolutely. So, Starvox, I know you've said no one plays this map. Zildjian, I hope you remember it now that we've connected.
No, literally not.
I think you were AWOL this week.
Yeah, maybe it was just okay.
Either way.
Cool. I mean, it looks like
do
Bagel,
you think
but
this
bigger.
is a map? Yeah, it's pretty much Bagel but bigger.
Right.
Do you think this might be a map that Ithaca can actually bring this one back? Because this is kind of do or die for them. It's a best of 5, so if they don't win this one, that's it. You know. Do you think Clear Cut is a map that they could bring it back on?
Assuming Xiao doesn't have much knowledge on this map, which the scrims on who picked it. Let's go back to the match TF real quick.
I should know this.
Yes.
Really should know this.
I mean, because if it was Zhao's pick, then probably not. They probably will not. They probably won't have no knowledge on it.
I mean, no one's gonna have.
It was Zhao's pick.
Yeah. So Aisha has actually picked it. Yeah. But it doesn't really mean anything that they've picked the map. It could be that they just picked the map because they're confident that they'd win anyway. Though I see 26 is practicing his jumps. They have some knowledge about this map, but I'm hoping it acts as kind of like a middle ground for Ithaca to be able to frag, right? Like another product if nobody knows how to play the map properly.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of all I think I'm hoping for here.
Is this the first season that ClearCut's been in AsiaFortress?
Sorry, is this the first season?
Yeah. Do you know if it's the first season that ClearCut's been in AsiaFortress?
It may not be the first season, but it's the first time I've seen it in the grand finals because people usually ban it out.
Yeah.
It'd only be the first or second, I would imagine.
Yeah.
The map hasn't been around that long, at least in its current iteration. RGL's been playing it a little while though.
Is there any inspiration or like is it the same creator as Bagel or?
I don't know. Have to ask a mapper, mate.
Where's Skaz at when you need him?
I was about to say, I think we know one of those.
Everyone go check out Manbase.
I truly believe that I think swapping to this different format, swapping to a map that, you know, Xiao might be a little bit more uncomfortable on. I think Ithaca could actually bring it back here. I think I mean, I've been saying it every map. It's going to be hard fought, but it's going to be a really close one. I do think that they could take this one like 3-2. But it's going to come down to like 10 seconds on every round if they're going to be making anything happen.
Well, I mean, you're absolutely right. And you know, the strongest we've seen Ithaca so far in this game has been in those scrappy fights. You know, where things are going back and forth and back and forth. And I think you know, not knowing the map will probably, or you know, not knowing it as well will lend to those scrappier fights.
Yeah. I think this could be the one. This could be the one. I mean, I might let the expert Starvox, mate. How bad are the odds? If you had to put money on it.
If I had to put money on it, I'd still go for the 5-2 odds. So.
Some guy in Twitch chat just said that I look like the guy who invented Minecraft.
Hi, Notch. How you doing?
I'm not about that. Not about that. Take that back, please, sir.
Well, at least you got that. Someone said I made the Art of War.
Oh boy.
I wrote the Art of War.
That's racist, man.
Yeah.
That's outright racist.
Yeah, I'm offended.
And that's coming from
trust me,
man?
so.
I would know. Okay.
Sorry.
We'll get this man cancelled. He will never be on Twitch again.
Oh, don't worry. He's been cancelled a few times, buddy.
I would be so cancelable if only someone would call me out. I can't wait for a tweet.
Have you seen your graphics?
You just can't say that. You what?
Have you seen the graphics on stream?
Oh, for God's sake, what are you doing?
Your graphic just had your face there, and it just says Notch. That's great. Anyway, it's good to have you, Notch.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But yeah, no, I think Ithaca can bring it back. They're gonna have to embrace those scrappy fights. They're gonna have to embrace, shooting at random shit. But I think they really with their scrappy fights, just please focus your fire. They always shoot at different things, and they get minced. And I think they've got it within them. They're just not.
We've seen some rounds. Yeah, we've seen some rounds where they shoot the same players, and it's just a 5-man instant wipe. But
it's beautiful.
They have the DM. It's just not really. I guess their comps are not really on point.
Is Saeed also Korean, by the way?
Now I'm pretty sure he's Korean, judging from the ping and the fact that it's an all-Korean team. But I can't really be sure because I've not seen him play before. I've only seen Tibet. Right. In fact, he's a stand-in. He's kind of like a behind-the-scenes kind of guy. Right.
Yeah, some people chat were mentioning that he's like a bit of the kind of their scheduler.
Yeah.
Okay, so
he's
presumably he would be Korean as well. Okay, because I was wondering if it might have been a comms issue with him not like really playing with the team very much.
No.
Could even be a language barrier thing.
It's definitely not a language barrier because he has to be able to communicate with the players on the team.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow, wait, someone in chat just asked how long Zhao's been together.
How long they've been together?
Apparently, the answer is since AsiaFortress 2.
No, that is not true.
That is not true. That's not true.
They've been around.
Well, I've been baited.
Oh wait, actually,
for a while. There's been a couple iterations, but they've been around for a while.
In about 5-6 years coming now. Oh, man, the years have
a
gone
long
by.
time. Not as long as Salt Free.
Not as long as Salt Free.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going live. It is AsiaFortress Cup Season 17. Cup 17. I'm pretty sure I screw this up every time. It is map 3, do or die, grand final. Ithaca versus GlobalClan XIAO. And the map has begun. We're seeing some crazy double bombs out of both soldiers on both teams. The med going down for Ithaca. Bit of a scrappy fight going on here. Saeed tries to jump in and make something happen. Striker and Baxter going in, and they get minced as well. And I might just say I noticed Striker's on Scout. AKZ swapped over to Soldier.
Correct.
But yeah, it's gone very well for XIAO and very poorly for Ithaca.
Yeah, I mean that was another classic example of Zhao's coordination there. They were just able to fight those few players that were still left in after the double bombs. Baxter's now in with a big bomb onto mid, trying to make some aggression or whatever, but he's just gonna get cleaned up by Aishu here. There's a massive bomb from Saeed as well, and Striker's now behind. He's on to the medic, but he'll just get cleaned up by Tommy. A four-man sack?
Yeah, it's a 4-man, but I think this map's not very conducive to 4-mans just because of how long the distance is from spawn to the point. So I think they sort of all run out and 4-man from there. It's pretty dangerous.
Absolutely. So now we're seeing what. He's just gone straight in and lost me. Hello, what?
AKZ was trying to get a bomb there, but he didn't manage to get out in time. And actually, Ithaca is gonna go in regardless. This is such a bad Uber. It's way later than Salesman. It's just gonna run them over. See how many players they managed to save here. Oh,
That was
actually won
extremely
0-6.
big balls from
TJ.
down to like what 20 health.
Yeah. TJ went crazy low there, really not showing a lot of respect for that scout, and it did pay off for it. But we do see Ithaca coming back in with their player ad here. They're making things happen. They push forward. They're getting quite a lot of damage onto Conmar here. If they can just clean up this demo man, they'll cinch the deal for themselves. They get a lot of damage. They clean up the scout. It's just Conmar and his men. 26 gets there. Conmar goes down.
But 26 is separated.
That was actually
just gets it.
Okay, and a minute 10
there
seconds,
because-
they've managed to cap the point.
Yeah. Oh my god! I only just realized that it's a King of the Hill map.
What?
What?
You've only just... Would you think that was
Bro,
fighting for minutes?
Is your brain?
Dude, that's why I was so confused, man. I thought this mid fight is going on for so long.
Dude, unreal. They've lost 26 though as they push into this lobby area.
Oh, no,
26
they
is
just
behind.
the Conmar.
They did use the Uber. What the fuck?
We've missed that, and they're actually gonna DM fight here, and they do manage to force the Uber on Xiao as well as they try to fight the scrap for mid here. There are stickies on the crate. I don't think they've seen them. I don't know if anybody would talk to them.
either.
Oh, I sure spotted them.
no.
Okay.
Yeah, they've spotted them. They've cleaned them up.
And Conmar goes down to sticky trap actually somewhere else.
Yeah. That's kind of crazy, but they did lose their med. And while we've got a quiet moment here, Zil, I might just say, you were the one who called it as a 4-man sack. How did it not?
Well, that's why I pointed it out. I was like, oh, I didn't see a 4-man sack on a 5CP much.
Unreal. Absolutely unreal. Oh my god. Okay, 60 seconds left on the clock. Xiao's in the lead by about a full minute here. But we do see that they have a nice fat Uber ad as well. Back comes in. It just gets ruined. You see AKZ going for a bit of a bomb as well, and he gets fairly well suspended as well, so he has to back
actually pushing onto point, and TJ is very cleverly hiding in the shack to avoid, and here comes the Uber, but Aisho's slightly out of position. I think they should be able to get this anyway, and he got trapped on the frame of the door. It's clear that they don't play this map.
Achilles is behind. He gets a decent jump and some decent damage onto TJ, but
I think they need to commit to it.
Well, he can put that in his frame
Excuse
movie.
me, bro, that's wild. And that 2-player ad, they push
Oh,
it, and then he decides to fall down. But they clean up Banana. Okay, it's all good. It's a trade. Call it a trade. I don't care.
Yes, and they've got a minute 50 seconds. It's gonna be somewhat even of Ubers if they manage to pick up the soldier. They'll be able to waste their
Oh
time.
god, if they can clean up 26, yeah, okay, they clean up 26, but they lose Safid.
Sophie.
I stole it from chat. I have to give the credit to the bloke in chat. I stole it.
Dana's in it. It's got a lot of. It's going down quite low here, and then
They're gonna clean up Tommy.
Oh
though.
my god! And Vineyard straight up 1v1s Tommy without taking any damage. That is some MG lore right there.
The Giants still.
And they clean up 26. That's awesome. Okay, the Uber gets used. Both teams use their Uber. It's a little bit better for Ithaca here. They are actually managing to bully them out, but I think Xiao's probably fine with that. Baxter. Oh, Jesus, he cleans up the demo man. Baxter cleans up the demo man, which is going to delay the push a little bit, but it's still the scrappy fight, and I think it's on Xiao's end here. They clean up all three. It is just AKZ and his med. His med doing his very best to get away. It is overtime. They're capping the point.
Yeah, in the blink of a moment, they just lost 3 players out. Just like that when they were having such a close fight. And I think Aisho is question marked them back. I don't think the stream sees the chat, but they are having some friendly banter. It's friendly, I'm sure.
The first round on this King of the Hill map goes to
Ithaca. No.
What?
No, it goes to Xiao.
What?
It goes to Xiao.
They keep changing
I
team.
already said Zhao.
Look, point is, the map has already started for the second round here. They've lost 2 players. Saeed getting a big old bomb in
Big
and
bomb from
getting
Conmar.
deleted. And it's a 6-man down.
Oh,
for,
and
for
Aisho's
Ithaca.
BMing them. Look, he's shooting the crops. But little does he know, we all play
Does
on
he
an
play with
FPS
ragdoll?
config. I don't
Yeah.
see any ragdolls.
That's crazy.
Aha! He's wasted his ammo. I've got him. When we check the logs, his accuracy is gonna be so much lower than mine. I've got him.
And yours.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Caster accuracy is hot.
it has not been hot so far. From
Look,
I'll say that.
there's not much we can really
it's a
say
double
here. It's
soldier
going to be
sack,
another
actually,
4-man.
4-man straight in. I mean, a great play on a King of the Hill map.
Yeah, they do this strange 4-man sack on this 5 CP map. And with the medic still waiting in spot. Yeah.
It's a fat
Yeah,
push.
it is going to
It's
fail.
a great push. It is.
Wow.
It is not a successful 4-man. They did clean up one of the soldiers, but that's not going to be enough to push off. But they have. Oh dear! Got their Uber.
Saeed takes a lot of damage on the way in there. It's probably going to stun their push, but Achilles is in this sort of a side hut here. Trying to, he's going to jump out in the end, but there was a decent position from him at the start there. We've got Striker up on the hut here, rivaled by AsiaFortress. Soldier aggression from Ithaca gets some decent damage, but now Banana's deep in behind, lots of damage onto Vinia. And Saeed goes down to AsiaFortress somehow.
He
Banana-
jumped and then
And
got
Uber
missed.
from... Oh, and he's just baiting him for so long. TJ has no respect for these
He's
guys.
trying to Ubersaw the gamer. He gets an Ubersaw to extend that Uber just a little bit longer. It's not enough. Striker's caught back there. It's,
My man TJ, he's gotten Div 1 first place on Scout, on Soldier, and Demo. He's gonna do it on Medic.
This man's hubris knows no bounds.
He's showing the world he can play all classes.
Yeah, it's a base, let's be real.
He is a beast.
Soldiers in!
Oh
from back-
no! He cleans up his Demo man! Oh my god!
Saeed goes in as well.
And they
Saeed-
get the
Saeed-
med! Oh, it's Demo and Med down. They only lose their Demo and one of their soldiers for it. Baxter down very, very low. He gets a bow. Aisho going down as well. 26 going down. Banana trying for something. He's gonna have to bail.
That was so
That's,
powerful that they saved both their scouts there. So right at the end for that cleanup, they had both scouts in that chariot ready to go. That's exactly what they needed.
That was proper wild that he manages. That's crazy. That was a really impressive intro. They
Let's
did
not get a bit of a forward.
forced.
Don't
And-
agree with this
Oh,
Uber.
no.
The Medic can't catch up to Baxter.
I think he got forced. He's kept his players alive.
Don't manage to get the medic out of it, so they'll have a 50% advantage on the side of Zhao, and they're going to be quickly moving with that. But the demo's getting a bit far forward on the right now. He backs off, manages to get the health kits, and now it looks like we'll see the push from Zhao. Lots of damage onto Aishu and Banana, but Aishu, they're just going to waste up arrows, and
Oh man, they lost a few players there. Ithaca did. They didn't see them coming through on that right hand side, and again losing Vinia and Striker as well with a fat pipe from Conmar. Oh man, that's rough.
Saeed just got double teamed by Cell Scouts, and then they just snowballed after that. Did not get out in time, and now 30 seconds left for Cell.
soldiers.
Even
Yeah.
Ubers.
They're flying pretty close to the sun here. Even Ubers puts them in a pretty good spot. They're here to come on in. They use their Uber. It's not looking great for them. It's a little bit longer than Xiao's Uber is, but they haven't really achieved very much with it. They've cleaned up one scout. That is maybe enough, but the soldiers are both in. They clean up 26. Bananas behind. He goes down. They've lost their med, and oh my god!
my
god.
Oh! Jesus!
Oh my lord.
Dude, that was one of the fattest fucking demo players I think I've ever seen. You even take the rocket while he's taunting.
God!
That is unreal. Anyway, so that's another round to Xiao.
Yeah, that's another round to Xiao.
One more to
On
go
this
until
Hoth
they
map.
will be crowned, right?
This is a Koth map, and
Yes,
Starvox
and this-
can tell me about this fight.
Oh, sorry, I come in a better moment. And Ithaca has set the pace here, and Baxter gets another shovel onto 26, and now Xiao are on the back foot. Tommy and Drip here have to get out, and they do get out in time, manage to salvage their Uber, but this Baxter here is looking for something, I think. They meet eyes, they lock eyes, and then they just back off.
Yeah. So
I didn't mean to
gone down
catch
there,
you
so
out
there's another few seconds that Drow could capitalize on it with no demo man. It looks like they're going to try and attempt it, or at least they're getting close. But Saeed should be almost back.
Oh, and
to the moment.
AKZ actually went for Fat Bomb. He's behind him.
But Drow aren't having any of this. They're going to push straight away. Trade the Ubers on the point. Saeed's just arrived. It's a multi between out there, but the Uber from the side of Ithaca was way better, and they're able to clean up the demo man. But then lots of aggression in the soldiers coming in, and they still have both scouts alive on the side of Zhao, and this.
And then Med's isolated.
Oh.
No!
Oh,
He gets a kill on a banana! Oh. If he'd cleaned up Aisho as well, that would have been unfucking real, man. But it just was not to be.
Yeah, and actually, Xiao are playing around with the food and not really capping that soon. I didn't want to delay the spawn even more.
Maybe. Either way, I mean, we're actually looking at the first time on this map, we're seeing Ithaca with a time advantage. It's not much. It's 40 seconds now.
Both soldiers in. Both soldiers
but
in.
it's something.
But what is that's so strange? Okay, so Baxter goes in first, but goes behind, and then the soldier, the other soldier just goes in and dies. But it's actually worked out for them somehow.
Dude, their med's in too, though. That's nuts.
Oh.
Bro, you shouldn't be there.
What's this?
Oh no.
But Janus is all on his own. He has nobody to heal.
But I think that could have worked if the soldiers just went up on the same place. But Baxter decided to go behind instead. Now,
Look, either way,
now
they're
Ithaca
taking a scrappy fight here with Uber Disad. They do manage to cap the point, and
what's the Uber?
Zhao drops their demo man in the middle of Uber, and they're focusing on the one scout behind them instead of pushing them back. This is looking good for Ithaca now.
Saeed's gonna die
they
here.
have lost Saeed though, which is not so good for them
on the
anymore.
map?
Oh, they managed.
Good
they managed
lord.
to keep their Uber. 26 is still here.
Yeah, and
It's,
26
Won't be for
getting
long,
picked.
but-
Okay, he eats a direct rocket. Never mind. No,
But this is
everyone-
cool. Okay,
Yeah.
they're still running the time ad. They're still running Uber ad as well.
This
We
could be
might
the
see a
comeback.
4-man.
Yeah, we're gonna see a
But-
reverse sweep. Whoa!
Yeah, that's No, yeah, you're absolutely right. I think you're right.
You sound confident.
Yeah, sorry, bro. I gotta clean up all this water. Oh, just
Alright.
Jesus. Oh no.
What? Here we go. The 4-man's in. They do manage to force Uber. That's exactly what you need to do with that 4-man. They don't care. They lost their players. They've got that Uber, and now
but
they're
that's
gonna
fine.
have that.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want. As long as you get the Uber force, it doesn't matter if you lose 4 players because this is a King of the Hill map. That is the threat. You just sack 4 players.
Oh wait, this is King of the Hill?
Oh, it is.
What?
God, wait a moment.
And Striker's actually hiding this corner here. He might just get spotted really early. Yes, he does. He's gonna die for
Oh, no,
nothing.
He's
here.
going down.
And
And
the
it was
rest
so
of the
close.
players get
Oh.
caught.
It
They
comes
don't have
directly
Uber. What are they
in.
doing there? No.
They know they have the disad there. Is the idea to try and force them and try and get a bad Uber out?
I don't know, but even if they got a bad Uber out, the rest of the players would have died anyway. Because it's still an Uber. Perhaps they just felt confident the time advantage.
I guess they
They've
were
now set themselves in
hoping
a
to
pretty-
try and get the med to drop.
Who's
I don't know.
Get the mat to drop. They had
dropping
too many
all
players
day.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, significantly too many, but that's, you know.
They've
they
now
still
left themselves
have
in,
the
in a
time ad.
slight, yeah, they've left themselves in a slightly poor situation now with 40% disab, but if they go quick and that's what they're attempting to do, they might be able to pick up the medic.
Oh!
Lots of damage on Baxter, but Baxter comes in, Saeed with a big bomb as well, lots of damage.
Dude, the
He's
med!
down to 1 HP, Striker's still there in full health. But bomb in from Baxter, he doesn't go for the medic, but Vinny is
Go for
behind.
the med!
Baxter's
Oh, they
still
do
in.
force the Uber.
Oh,
They got the force though. They're running away. Their
But they're
med
running away in
and
the
their
opposite
scout
direction.
disconnect. No!
And I just gonna
still
pick up this map
behind.
version. No, they ran in opposite directions.
Baxter! Dude, why did Baxter go behind in every fight? Just go on the medic there, it was 1 HP.
That's very unfortunate.
It's my life. It's now or never. I gotta live.
You can't sing for me.
You're asking for an explanation, so I gave you one.
I suppose. Oh
It's a
man,
quick feed from AKZ, and Striker's also in, but it's gonna be blocked out. No, we'll manage to destroy the stickies and get back out, but I think it will rotate around the other side. It looks like they want to take this dry fight here, which is probably alright.
I mean, look, there's still a little bit of time ad for Ithaca here, but they're really flying close to the sun. They're starting to edge this point, which I think they could have been doing this whole time. The Uber comes out from GIAO, but they lose their demo man again, man. Again.
Yeah, but this
And
time
they lose one
Janus
of their
gets
scouts
out.
as well. I don't think he should have gotten out here. I think he should have played with his players.
Yeah, there's so many players just like feeding in now, and how does no one die? Also, like, Baxter goes down to an arrow.
Their players are back up. They can't challenge.
Oh,
this
it's
one.
Chris.
Win, win,
That's
win,
what-
win,
it's
win,
Chris.
win.
That makes so much
we
more
didn't
sense.
notice again.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
We didn't notice again.
He's beefed all his
Saeed.
pockets.
And they're fighting for the point. Saeed doing a lot of damage on the point. Striker's here to fight as well. He's doing his very best.
Arrows.
Oh, Aisho gets the med. 10 kill streak.
Oh boy, Baxter's in with the spoon and it doesn't work.
It's not going to be enough. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That is 3-0 on Clear Cut. That is map, and map to GlobalClan XIAO. Oh man, that was some of the craziest Team Fortress I think I've ever watched. That was crazy.
Fun back and forth, and that was extremely fun to watch that. But yeah, you're right. We are now looking at XIAO being crowned as your AsiaFortress. 17 victors.
Yeah, and a truly strange finals.
Well, you're right, but I mean, we have to give XIAO the credit where it's due. They were just a better team. They're much more coordinated. Each of their players, the star power they had with XIAO, who managed, by the way, to drop a 40 bomb on Clear Cut there, going 40 for 7.
But get these
A
logs up on the
KAD of
stream.
7.7.
Jesus. Let's get this logged up. Come on. Mitchell, do your job. Yeah, Aisho far and away really the star player of that Clear Cut map, man. 40 for 7, that is 21 kills higher than the next highest kill count.
He also didn't get top heals.
Didn't he?
No, the demo still had more heals than him.
I
Yeah,
mean,
you
he
don't
still
need
had
heals when you don't get hit.
24%.
That's true, yeah.
He had 24%. That's pretty
I
fat.
believe
Yeah.
we are looking at the wrong logs for now. All right, they're gonna get a change. Yep.
No.
There we are. Oh
Ah,
my
yeah, there-
goodness.
Yeah.
He has 21 more kills than the next person. Jesus.
A lot of them came in
It's,
that last round as well. I think he finished the game on an 11 kill streak, though.
Yeah, he did. I mean, I don't really, I mean, there's a lot of things that we could analyze to say, like, you know, what went wrong and what didn't. I think the main thing that I would sort of bring to people's attention is Saeed's 21 deaths. I think he was playing a bit aggressive and being left out to dry a little bit.
Man,
by his team.
I mean, it was a merc for the. He's not meant to be that.
Yeah,
guy.
I know,
Man,
I
feel bad
know.
for him.
I'm not like talking garbage. I'm just saying I can see an issue that would probably be due rectifying. But either way, I think it was a supremely well fought map that they so nearly had that last round, man. So close.
Yeah, you're right. And then it started with a huge time bank there.
Mm.
So, is there any chance we might be able to get some lads in for interviews, Mitchell? Talking about it.
Oh,
All right, well,
we're
that
thinking
that
about
might
it.
be on the cards.
But Starvox, mate.
Yeah.
How did you feel about that one? This is pretty much what you were predicting.
How do I
Did you
feel
think
about
that
this?
it was closer than you thought, or?
Actually, a lot of the fights, I felt like they had the right idea. It's just the execution, like you said, the focusing on targets. And surprisingly, I see a lot of players turn around for one soldier to deal with him, and Saeed just gets caught out because he's still pushing forward with his stickies, but nobody's there to support him.
Yep.
If you watch, like, for lack of a better example, right, like Benny play, right, when he is looking forward on, say, Snake Mid, and he's sticking people out, he doesn't have to turn around, and nobody else turns around except the people who are required to deal with a soldier, right? So I think that's kind of like a mistake, maybe in communication, maybe they just haven't been playing that long. You have to understand that XIAO is the only Asian team that has been playing for that many years with a core roster, right? All these other teams just swap around all the time, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's obvious in the. I have to say that there were a few moments that.
No? Am I cutting out, or is he cutting out?
I think he's cutting out.
I'm
mate.
cutting
Oh,
in
no.
and out. Oh boy.
Yeah.
I think we're going to move over to Discord at some point to do some interviews. But yeah, is that on that last map? It was so strange to see the soldiers. There were multiple times where they could have been extremely effective bombs, and Baxter decided to go behind. Maybe it wasn't taking it as seriously because he was doing a whole bunch of that meme. But yeah, there are multiple moments there. I just thought that man, it was so close. It could have been.
Zildjian, man, you're just cutting in and out. You're like, it could have been. And that's
what? He's really contemplating it, I think.
He's really thinking about it.
Yeah, he's really thinking about it.
I'm sorry, man, your shit's just cutting in and out. Alright. Yeah, I think we'll shift on over to Discord. Bear with us for 1 second, ladies and gents, and we'll get some interviews going. I believe Saeed is waiting for us.
Hello.
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 Hi.
Can you hear me? Saeed, my friend. That was a fairly grim ending to what I thought was a very well played game. How'd you feel about it, mate?
Oh, we felt great. Like our goal was like second place, and like we got like what we wanted.
Yeah. Mate, I got to give you congratulations. We were saying before we started this stream that it was a pretty incredible achievement to be moved up to the first division and come second, even enter the grand final. Terrific work, mate. And
Like-
commiserations on the loss.
First time, like we tried to like forfeit the grand final, but we just like played it. But like there was like some schedule issue on our roster, so like we're like still like the problem was like today like Tibet actually like got sick, and like
Yeah.
I have to play. I couldn't find any like the one Korean ringer, so like I was like forced to play, and I got like harassed at the grand final.
Mate, I think he did a really admirable job coming in the final game in the season against arguably, well, not arguably, definitely the strongest team in Asia. That's a tough ask, mate. I think you did pretty well.
So like about the clear cut, like we didn't throw. Like we never play like a single clear cut scrim through like past like 6 months with this roster, and like four of our players doesn't know how to play clear cut like at all. Like
Yeah.
So like only player who actually know how to play was like Baxter and AKZ. So like AKZ went to like soldier instead of like scout. So like they just like
wondering why you guys had the little bit of a roster change up for that last map there.
because like AKZ is like only person who know how to like play clear cut.
That makes sense.
Rather have like put player like on scout, because like and clear cut like you have to find like where to bomb and like where to hide. So like AKZ said like it's like better that like he actually plays soldier.
Yeah, your soldiers were a strong point. I was noticing, obviously hard to ignore Baxter's soldier plays on clear cut there.
Actually, I have a question for Saeed as well. Any reason why you didn't pick maps like product earlier in the best of 5? Because I think with Xiao being so strong on regular maps, it may have been better to just equalize that with a straight out DM fight, right?
But product is our worst map, like considered. That's why like so like we actually like banned like product every single time when we actually play the upper bracket against like roads and against road. We actually like banned product every single time. Because like we didn't play product a lot, and like because like there was like Baxter said like our combination on social combos like isn't that strong on product, so like we like and like we also like lost product game against like Anju fan club. So yeah, we don't want to like pick product at all. So we rather like ban Rick Connor instead of product. Because like Rick Connor we also like never played, but it's like hard because it's like 5 CP, but could like Baxter it's like a little bit easier because it's like just a goth. But
I see what you mean. Yeah, well, we've also got XIAO and TJ in here. Congratulations, boys. Well fought. Excellent game to watch. Really enjoyed that. How are you boys feeling after that?
Wait, can you guys hear me? I
I
haven't
can
I
been-
can hear you now. Yeah.
Nice.
Hey.
Okay. All right. Good. Good. Hi everyone.
Hi.
We're feeling pretty good off that, I guess. We honestly like recently we haven't really been playing that well, like in scrims and stuff like that. So our confidence levels going to this into this finals wasn't as great as it normally is, but we managed to put it out of the hat. I don't know what happened, but everything clicked today and we played pretty well. But I do want to say that, dude, this iteration of the Korean team, they're honestly so nuts. Like I don't know, they went from like 0 to hero in one season. It's kind of insane how
Oh,
much
yeah.
they improved.
Yes, I completely agree. We were singing that praises earlier on, and yeah, once again, Said, absolutely incredible job getting to the grand finals. On your is this the first season in the top flight together? Right?
For Striker, I'm pretty sure it's like his first season, and I'm pretty sure for Vinia, I'm pretty sure he ulted before on Div 3 scrims, but
That is unfucking real, man.
Yeah, honestly, that's the
They're
way.
insane.
Yeah, we haven't heard from Aisha yet. Is his mic working? You
I
there,
actually
boss?
just shy. I show come on.
Nice.
Yeah, we want to hear from the 40 bomb,
Mate.
40 bomb monster.
I'm just playing heals. Because like I think our solids got their medic a lot on that clear cut. So we always had that. So they have to form and sack. If I just play beam, I just get like frags, they're coming to me. So I guess props to my soldiers.
Mate,
Oh,
you can
no.
be as humble as you like, mate.
He
But
drops
how come-
40
how
for
come-
7.
When I
Yeah.
play product, the players don't come to me. I ask my medic to beam me, but I just die.
yeah,
Sounds like
Hey,
you just need me
actually,
on medic. You just
You're
need me,
doing
man.
something right, man.
I just
You're
need you.
doing
All right, I'll hold you to
gotta
that.
say, TJ,
You guys
you
heard
are having you on medic is definitely an advantage. That was you had some wonderful moments there,
Yeah.
especially on clear cut.
Thank you.
Where do you? Yeah, where do you buy your balls from?
My
Lazada.
balls?
Yeah, I don't see
Um,
you right click when you're being chased down by a scout and a soldier.
I'm more of
Like
a
ever.
Shopee kind of person.
More for what? Shopee? You
Shopee,
buy
yeah,
from
man.
Shopee? Is it the monthly sale? Yeah.
Yeah, and you
pick
get
up
the
a-
coins as well.
So you must have like 16 pairs by now, right? Because some of those fights where you just refuse to pop Uber was incredible. You lived with like 20 health a couple times, right? If I'm not wrong.
Yeah, it happened
And-
quite a bit.
Yeah, but it gave such a huge advantage because they committed so hard to kill you with their Uber that it just turned around every single time when it seemed like it was bad. Sometimes when you didn't even have Uber, it was like 90% or so. Like you're just dancing around rather than just backing out.
Oh, honestly, like, okay, there was like the one time on ClearCut where I had like 99%, and like there were like 3 people on me, or like
Oh.
one person was like behind and stuff. Oh man, I swear to God, at that point, my balls were just like up inside me, coming out of my mouth. Who knows what was going on?
Yeah, those sketches, those were close. At the back of bunker, right?
Yeah, that was too close for comfort. Like at that point, I just said, yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna get bombed by the guy behind. I'm just gonna use it as soon as I get, and it worked out because he managed to get the med right after.
Yeah, mate. There was another thing I noticed was that the timing of the use of crits, especially on Gully Wash, unbelievable, mate. Like, it worked out exactly how you needed it on that map.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you. I don't
It's-
really have
it's-
much to it.
yeah. It's crit something you guys run a lot.
Not really, but it's just something that I do a lot when like I'm on last and I know I can't get Ubers, so I know if they take a bit of time to push, I can probably get crits. So it's like kind of like a hero kind of play. And like
Yeah.
hopefully I get and hopefully you can just crit some on point or something like that. It's something I tend to do a bit.
Definitely
Excellent.
makes sense. I actually had a question for Saeed, if I can. If you can cast your mind all the way back to process there, I was wondering about were you guys kind of I don't want to say it like this, but were you guys like throwing the map? Because I noticed you were running sniper to mid like off the bat. Was that like a genuine strategy, or were you just sort of
it's a generous
one's
strategy.
right
Like
off,
we
or-
tried like sometimes against XIAO and like that's usually like just play sniper.
Yeah, okay. That was like really the only question. Is just like I was wondering if that was sort of like okay, we don't like our odds of winning this map, so we'll just like we'll do some unorthodox shit. But that makes more sense.
Yeah, I can vouch for Baxter, honestly. He's probably one
Oh,
of the
yeah.
best snipers in Asia.
I mean, he was absolutely drilling players left, right, and center. So
Yeah.
it seemed pretty genuine. But I thought I should ask.
Like be honest, like we didn't expect to win any map today.
I genuinely thought you might take clear cut there.
Yeah, that last round was looking hot for a moment there.
Galley was also really close. Like we only won like one round after 15 minutes. Like I don't know, we felt that was really close.
Yeah,
Cool.
no, absolutely. There's a huge improvement from process to Gully Wash, and the Gully Wash was awesome to watch. It was really back and forth, lots of excitement happening all times. It was really good to watch, boys.
Yeah, there was one mid where you guys recapped maybe 5 or 6 times going back and forth. That was amazing to watch.
That was busted, man.
Yeah,
Alright,
the chaos
well-
mentality.
Yeah, I mean, I have nothing else to really bring up. Do either of you two?
Well, I've got to say congratulations to you. That's something we've got left. You are the AsiaFortress Cup 17 victors.
Yeah.
Congratulations once again.
The Xiao dynasty
Thank
lives
you.
on.
Congrats.
That's right, and commiserations, Saeed. Very closely fought, and great to watch. And yeah, again, an amazing achievement to even make it this far, man. It's fantastic.
All right, thank you.
Hope you guys play next season.
Yes, please
I
do.
don't think
Oh,
there's
yes,
gonna
are
be
you
a
sticking
next
around?
season.
Oh,
Mate,
no.
what is no? Don't.
No, because like AKs is going to military. And
it's okay, I'll fill in.
Yeah.
AKs is going
Beast.
to military. I'm pretty sure like there's like a new pure team in Korea. Like Larky. I'm pretty sure like Larky made like new squad with Daylight and some like old Korean guy. But I'm not. We're not gonna stick like at all.
Oh man. What about
Um,
Luminaire? I heard rumors.
They're gonna probably play next season if like Sneaky like stay like come back from military.